folks, and welcome to Seneca East High School for the Stars, Stripes, and Lights Meet program, one of the coolest events that you will ever see in the world of cross country. I am Brian Skowronski, going to be with you throughout the night here in fabulous Attica for lots of races here this evening, and I have got the event coordinator with me to kick things off, Matt Schock, up here in the booth. And we got the D1 race just underway here, Matt, but there's going to be lots of competitors competing here tonight. Before we get into that and what we're going to see throughout the course of the next few hours, give me some insight about this event and how it all came to be.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me, Brian. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. To be honest, this is only the third year of this event, and in year one, we just had a traditional night cross-country meet. We got the idea from Centerville, down in southern Ohio. They do one. I had never been, but I had some parents that were interested in doing it, and they're like, go for it. So we did. And we hosted year one, and honestly, while I was standing there that night, I just thought about, man, you could make this a USA theme and really bring people together and community and school and all the schools involved. And so we went for it last year, and we held the first ever Stars, Stripes, and Lights. And it was a major hit, and it was on September 11th. And the 20th anniversary last year. So we just kind of rolled from there.
And that's the theme again this year. Obviously, when you come in, you know, there's ginormous American flag greeting you at the entrance of the school. They're all over the place, and you had a special ceremony beforehand at about 6 o'clock. Lots of great singers were on hand here, I assume from the Seneca East Choir?
Yeah, absolutely. Our choir director, Mrs. Kim Spencer, is phenomenal. She's as passionate about singing as I am about cross-country, and that is embodied in the students, and she gets the best out of them, and they were amazing. The flag on the field came from Orlando, Florida,
wow,
and Cavett Productions, and it was pretty special as local community first responders and veterans were able to hold it, as well as hometown heroes from each school in attendance were on the field to hold the flag. So
this meets about more than just cross country. It's also about honoring those that have served, who have been lost, and in general, just America, baby. Is that kind of the theme here tonight?
Absolutely. When I was in 8th grade, September 11th, 2001 happened, and that has stuck with me forever. I just remember going home that day and being just in awe. But what I remember the most is the patriotism that followed that day and how the United States of America became the United States of America, and it didn't matter what race, what gender, what religion you were. We were all one. And so the goal in this event, as it has grown and we've developed it, is to, you know, bring that patriotism, that sense of one to all the people in attendance.
All right, so there have already been several races that have gone down here today, starting at 4 o'clock with some junior high programs, and we're making our way now into where we've got the boys varsity runners in Division I. So this is the Stars division. 21 teams are going to be competing. Actually, they are right now on the course. But in total, Matt, how many guys are actually out here and gals competing? How many teams? Who's all out here, and how many do you expect in attendance?
Yeah, we're at 75 schools or so total on the evening. And, you know, if each of them would bring a high school girls, high school boys, and junior high girls, well, that adds up pretty quick. On the night, there's going to be about 2,100 athletes competing, and it takes a community to put this event on. And I do want to give a quick shout out to all of our community members, our parents, our volunteers, our school staff, our veterans organizations, because that's why all of this is here tonight. It's not because of, you know, a few people. This is hundreds of people coming together for one reason.
So far we've had D1, D2, and D3 boys and girls junior high go off. Were there any big standouts that you would like to name, or were there any competitors that were like, whoa, they really set the course on fire today?
Yeah, I'll be quite honest with you. I didn't even get to watch a lick of it so far because I've been going all over the place. So I know I got to see my girls at the start line, and I watched them about the mile mark, and my junior high girls ran pretty well. But as far as other teams and how that stuff has went, I honestly haven't had a chance.
All right, do you know here in this Division I race, we've got Amherst, Avon, Beaver Creek, Big Walnut, Bishop Watterson, Chardon, Cuyahoga Falls, FCA, Finlay, Firestone out of Akron, Heath, Indian Lake, Lakewood, Lakota West, Maplewood, Medina, Olmsted Falls, Ontario, Sandusky,
Tecumseh, and Waite, as well as Westerville North.
Do you feel like there's a favorite in the field here
Oof.
in this D1 race?
Yeah, given the fact that I'm Division III, I don't necessarily research D1, but going off of past history, I would say that Medina is certainly a contender to be had, and Beaver Creek has been a state perennial team as well as, I don't want to leave anybody out here, but look down the list here.
Yeah, it's a lot of teams to keep up with.
Yeah, yep, so.
All right, well, looking forward to tonight. At 8:15, we'll have a fireworks display. Promptly after that, the Division I girls, the top 14, will be running there. At 9:05, we've got the D2 boys, D2 girls to follow at 9:40, and then the D3 boys and girls at 10:20 and 10:55. So I'm going to venture to guess that for these athletes, this is probably the only night cross-country meet that they'll have all season?
Likely. There's very few in the state. I said Centerville has one that's amazing, and then I believe they do one in Dublin, and a couple more smaller ones have sprouted up, and I hope it catches on and grows. If this inspires more to do it, that's what it's all about, making it the best event we can for our student athletes, the coaches, and our fans.
Well, we're certainly honored to be here as the OH Report, and this is our first ever cross-country live stream, so not 100% sure what we're about to get into, Matt, but I know that I'm going to head down to the sidelines as soon as we jump off here on our call. I'm going to have a wireless microphone, and I'm going to try to catch up with as many athletes, coaches, just people here that are out taking in the event as possible. So we're looking forward to a fun, fruitful night, just full of a lot of running, man. And I imagine that plenty goes into getting this event up and running, but then also just to get out here and compete for these guys, lots of work as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thanks for having me, Brian.
Yeah, appreciate the time, Matt. Matt Schock, the event coordinator for the Stars, Stripes, and Lights 5K meet. Again, I am Brian Skowronski. Storm Blunchley here with us. We'll also have Desmond Lawrence on camera. Adam Thompson will be our director. We are set up in the press box at the football field where the finish line is. And for a lot of these athletes, I mean, some really good times I am confident would be like in the 16-minute range, 17 minutes. So we're about probably another 9 minutes away from seeing some of these schools finish. A bulk majority of the course is not visible from where we are set up here inside of the press box, but we're going to do our best to try to show you guys some of the coverage and some action as it is going down live and free here on the OH Report. Just a cool event that Matt and I have been talking back and forth since summertime that we knew that we wanted to get involved with, and we're going to do our best to make sure that we've got some really cool coverage of this event, the Stars, Stripes, and Lights at Seneca East High in fabulous Attica, Ohio. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off here, and we will take a quick timeout. We'll be back after this commercial break. I will be out patrolling the sidelines and the finish line, and we'll see how many people we're able to catch up with and bring you some live and free coverage here from Attica. So stay with us. We'll be back right after this.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together, or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
In today's world of supply chain shortages and disruptions, having raw material or finished goods inventory on hand to fill customer orders is more important than ever. Based in North Central Ohio and with locations nationwide, including 5 throughout the Buckeye State, MWD Logistics can find your business the warehouse space needed to manage your distribution and logistic needs. Grow your bottom line with flexible warehousing solutions at MWD Logistics.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
What's up, America? Brian Skowronski here, and if you want to see me and the gang chop it up with some unintelligent conversation, we've got the show for you. Check out the OH Report video podcast every Monday, exclusively right here on the OH Report.
Back here at Seneca East High School, this is the conclusion of the Division I race. What a time, 15:51 it looks like for the champion here in the boys Division I race. And in first and second place here. A lot of fast runners. We're still just at 6. And we've got our 4th, 5th, and 6th place finishers all across. So I'm going to head over. I'm going to see how many interviews we can get lined up here with some of these athletes. 0.1 miles, as fast as. So here comes the rest of the finishers. And I love the sprint at the end by number 556 to get across. So it looks like the runners are exiting. I'm going to pass off my microphone here for a second to Mr. Storm Blunchley. I'm going to go track down some of these winners. Storm, go ahead and fill some time. I'll be right back.
Hey, out here on the field, and a lot of runners finishing right now. Guy from Avon really hustling. Wow. There's quite a bit of runners left to race. I'm going to pull some double duty and run camera. We'll see if our director, Adam Thompson, comes to my camera or not. Here we go. Big group of runners coming up here. All of them crossing the finish line, doing some great work. Really cool event we got going on. We're going to have some fireworks here in a little bit.
Hey, Storm, I'm on the air with you right now.
I don't know. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think. The whole event is kind of fun. There's a lot of activities. Seems like there's a lot of good food. A lot of good athletes come out to participate. I've actually heard the rumor that it's like the biggest cross-country thing in like 4 states. So it's pretty cool to be a part of it. It's pretty cool to have this event held in Ohio and so close. Seneca East, only about an hour drive from the Oach Report World Headquarters. As we got a big battle right here between these two. And got a lot of good athletes still here finishing up. Doing a lot. I'm going to hand it back off to Brian Skowronski.
Thank you. So the top finishers tonight, the top 2, both coming from Westerville North. And they've got another runner that's going to be competing across the finish line right now, followed by one more. Under 19 minutes now. I just started picking up running 5Ks myself within the last 4 months, and a good time for me is about 23 minutes at my ripe old age of 37, so I'm very impressed to see all these runners coming in at times that I could never even touch, and I love the kick at the end. After you run 3 miles, that last 0.1, to be able to dig deep, drive, and then get across that finish line with a big burst of speed like a sprint, I'm always impressed. Love seeing the smiles. These athletes competing hard here tonight. And at the Division I level, you have got to be fast, fast, fast if you want to be in that top 15, I believe. Maybe it's the top 25 who will all be getting some medals here tonight. So that's what these athletes have to look forward to. That's the prize that they've got their eye on. And I did go talk to quite a number of athletes. They bring them right outside the gate, so I was really hoping to be able to grab them immediately when they got off the track and see if we could get some interviews with them. But unfortunately, they're corralling them outside the fence. I did ask the top 2 finishers and then their other teammates from Westerville North to come join me out on the grass after they have done registering their times with the official bookkeepers here. So we have that to look forward to as runners continue to make their way here inside of the Seneca East Football Stadium. Beautiful night. It's a little bit breezy, and that becomes a factor, of course. I know that they call it wind-aided. Sometimes it's a disadvantage to be able to have that wind that is blowing in your face. Just a really cool course out here. Almost at the 21-minute mark. Most of the athletes have already finished. A couple more making their way out onto the track of this 3.1 mile course. There's a lot of parents all lined up here along the fence line. Cheering on their young men. So much training goes into this, guys. You look at the miles that are put in by some of these cross-country athletes, and they'll do 100-mile weeks to get ready for these 3-mile runs. So it's pretty impressive the amount of training that goes in. Here's an Avon runner sprinting, getting in there at 21:53. And in just 8 minutes tonight, we will also have a firework display. So what do you think, Matt, of this Division I race? Some of the first runners.
That was a blazing trail they set up front. So I saw it was in the low 15s when they entered the track. So exciting stuff. And the night brings out the energy in people. The adrenaline, I guess, would be the word for it. So, yep.
Yeah, we definitely saw that from these D1 runners. Just a few more boys coming in, and then we've got the firework display, and then the ladies coming up next. So far, it seems like the event's a hit.
Yeah, it's been good. We'll continue to hope it goes well. Thank you.
All right, thank you. That's Matt Schock, the event coordinator.
You can reach out. Did you grab any athletes to finish?
Now, Matt, who I just do still have with me, we're looking. I talked to the top 2 runners to see if they can come over here and do some interviews. As many guys as you're going to allow to come out here and talk to me, I will interview.
Yeah. Interview however you'd like.
But we just have to get them over here. My microphone's not able to reach out there.
Okay.
So if you want to throw me some guys, Matt?
I don't know who the winners were because I wasn't over there, but from now on I can talk to somebody about getting the top 2 finishers out here right away.
Perfect. All right, so Matt Schock is going to do his best to try to wrangle up some athletes to come talk to me. So we've got our final competitor in the Division I race making his way around the bend right now. He's got his final 100 meters, and look at this. He's going to kick it into high gear. He sees the fans. He's feeding off the energy. And it's a runner from Sandusky trying to come in right around the 28-minute mark. It's going to be 28:06 for the final runner passing the finish line here tonight. And I see a dog coming through in the back of this Polaris Ranger that's got on some pretty cool goggles. So I love the drip here from the K9. And a lot of fun people out here. A good atmosphere at Seneca East, and still plenty more races to go. Hopefully we can get some interviews lined up here in the next couple of minutes with the top 3 finishers from the boys Division I race. That is the hope and the goal. And we certainly will have a fireworks display coming up here in a couple of minutes. So we will take a brief commercial timeout, as that's going to wrap up the D1 race. We'll be back with some fireworks and the ladies in the D1 race, all after the break. Stay with us.
What's up, America? Brian Skowronski here, and if you want to see me and the gang chop it up with some unintelligent conversation, we've got the show for you. Check out the OH Report video podcast every Monday, exclusively right here on the OH Report.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together, or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
In today's world of supply chain shortages and disruptions, having raw material or finished goods inventory on hand to fill customer orders is more important than ever. Based in North Central Ohio and with locations nationwide, including 5 throughout the Buckeye State, MWD Logistics can find your business the warehouse space needed to manage your distribution and logistic needs. Grow your bottom line with flexible warehousing solutions at MWD Logistics.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Welcome back to Seneca East Stars, Stripes, and Lights. We promised you a firework display. Check this out. It's like a grand finale right from the jump. So many beautiful colors flying off right behind the high school football stadium. And here in the grandstands, got a great crowd on hand taking it in, and even more on the other side. Thousands in attendance here tonight, folks. More than 2,000 competitors have been competing all day since 4 p.m. in the junior high ranks. Of course, the varsity action just got underway at the high school level for the Division I boys. And the top two finishers there from the same school. Really impressive to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the top 15 finishers all coming from Westerville North. Here are the results of the top 3 from the boys' Division I race. Ben Gableman checked in with a time of 15:51. Folks, if you know anything about cross country, or if you are a 5K runner yourself, you know that that isn't an outrageous time. I mean, that's like 5 minutes per mile nonstop for 3 consecutive miles. Andrew Bracken, his teammate, was right on his heels. Just 8 seconds later, he came in with a second-place finish, followed by Nate Julian of Firestone was at number 3, and he was right on the tail of Bracken. He was less than a second and a half behind him. So those are your top 3 finishers. I'll read off the top 10 for you folks. Parker Jackson of Tecumseh. I'm not sure how to say that. Tecumseh is your number 4 finisher. Jacob Norton of Cuyahoga Falls checked in at number 5, followed by Tyler Fetcher of Beaver Creek. Medina's Zach Bugner got the 7th place finish. Beaver Creek had another guy in Nathan Massey check in at number 8, followed by Caleb Burton of Team FCA, and then Medina's Michael Warnament, your number 10 finisher. So those were the boys in Division I. And we're not too far away from the ladies for the big girls. They'll be competing here in just about 5 minutes. Will be when they get things started here in fabulous Attica. The teams participating tonight in the girls' Stars Division race will be Amherst, Avon, Beaver Creek, Big Walnut, Bishop Watterson, Chardon, Cuyahoga Falls, FCA, Finlay, Firestone, Heath, Indian Lake, Lakewood, Lakota West, Mapleton, Medina, Olmsted Falls, Ontario, Sandusky, way out of Toledo, and Westerville North, who just smoked the competition in the boys' Division I heat, putting in some solid work with the top 2 finishers. So we'll step aside one more time. We'll be back. It'll be ladies' night when we return with the girls in D1. Stay here.
What's up, America? Brian Skowronski here, and if you want to see me and the gang chop it up with some unintelligent conversation, we've got the show for you. Check out the OH Report video podcast every Monday, exclusively right here on the OH Report.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together, or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
In today's world of supply chain shortages and disruptions, having raw material or finished goods inventory on hand to fill customer orders is more important than ever. Based in North Central Ohio and with locations nationwide, including 5 throughout the Buckeye State, MWD Logistics can find your business the warehouse space needed to manage your distribution and logistic needs. Grow your bottom line with flexible warehousing solutions at MWD Logistics.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Thanks for joining us here in beautiful Attica, Ohio on a fabulous Saturday night. Cool temperatures here for the Stars, Stripes, and Lights cross-country event, one of the largest such races in the entire nation, if not the world, at the high school and junior high level. I'm Brian Skowronski. I'm going to be your, I guess you would say, course side correspondent throughout the night. And we've got a race that's about to go down in less than a minute, the Girls Division I race. And if you're on Facebook watching us, the fireworks display was so big and bright that it actually kicked us off the air. So we started a new stream. Hopefully you've found us back here on the book, as we will be bringing you live and free coverage throughout the rest of the evening. And there is plenty more action to come, including, as mentioned, the Girls D1 race is next. And then we'll have the Gentlemen's D2 race, followed by the Girls D2 race, and then the grand finale will be the Division III for both boys and girls. And it's going to take us basically into the midnight hour. So it's a full night of cross country here at Seneca East High School. And the event coordinator, Matt Schock, and I just coordinated during that last commercial break. And he said that he's going to definitely try to line me up with some coaches, some staff members. Hopefully we can get a veteran, and definitely some finishers to come talk to me. We had some confusion a little bit there for the Division I race, just with some of the event coordinators not allowing the athletes to come back out onto the track for some post-run interviews. But I'm told that that is not going to be the case here. And we're underway for the Girls D1 race. They are off and running, and there should be some fast ladies in the mix, of course. These are the big schools, some of the big-time athletes. We've got a few within the mix that are already committed, some D1 college participants. At least they will be coming up for the next several years. So we're expecting some very low times here. I'm thinking the 18-minute mark will be a good time for one of these ladies. All of them definitely will be coming in under 30 minutes or so. And at about 2 minutes into the race, we're only at 45 seconds, they'll be coming back through the football stadium here, so we'll get a good look at all these athletes here at the start. as they will be coming through on the track. So they'll be making their way over here pretty soon. And hopefully I've got some coaches, some staff, some veterans, some athletes from the previous race that are going to make their way over and help me fill some time. Because I got to be honest, folks, didn't compete in cross country when I was growing up. Didn't necessarily like long distance running until over the last few months. I've definitely been getting into it. Been running some 5Ks just about every single day, 5 days a week. Really been enjoying it a lot and working on improvements in the techniques. And there's so much more to it than I think meets the eye. It's not just the lung capacity or, you know, the natural ability. That all comes into play as these girls are now coming in on the track. And look at this pace here, man. Really moving fast here as they're entering in onto the track. So these girls are going to be going by me here in a second. Be able to let you know not necessarily the athletes, but what schools are represented here at the front of the pack. As here comes the four-wheeler with the United States flag flying on the backside. And we've got one young lady well ahead of the rest of the field. I'd say that she's a full 3-4 seconds out in front here. Wearing the nice bright neon color. I believe she's from Heath High School. Got a bulldog on her chest. This lady's got an eagle. A lot of bright colors here in the ladies division. Got Medina, Avon, 3 girls from Beaver Creek, all packed up together, keeping a pace. Got some fun paint on their legs. And now here this big bunch in the middle. This is the pack. It's always interesting for me to see, do they stick with one another for an event like this, or do they start breaking away from some of their teammates and trying to get into that top 25 to earn a medal here at this Stars, Stripes, and Lights event? I see a staff member standing by here. See if we can get him to jump on the microphone with me. Sir, we're live on the OH Report, and I know that you're involved here at Seneca East and with this event tonight. Go ahead, introduce yourself, and tell me, what do you think about the event so far?
The event's doing really well. Hats off to Matt Schock that put this on. All the kids are enjoying themselves, and fireworks are great. Everything's been just tremendous tonight.
What is your name and what is your affiliation? What are you doing out here tonight to help as part of the staff?
Well, I graduated in 1989. I was a cross-country runner. Now my kids are in cross-country and signed up to do whatever Matt wants me to do. That's what I'm doing.
Give me some quick insight about how maybe the sport of cross-country has evolved from the time that you were participating back in the 80s to what the athletes are doing now.
It's tremendous. You know what? The kids today are getting the recognition for cross-country. What else can I say? It's unreal right now.
And you said that your kids are participating. About how many miles per week do they put in to stay conditioned for the weekend?
Probably around 50. Wow. So, yes, through the summer, work really hard. So, we'll see what kind of times they produce here.
All right, well, thank you very much for your time. Awesome event that you guys are putting on out here, and we're just stoked to be a part of it.
Thank you. I hope enjoy yourself.
All right, my pleasure. You enjoy yourself, too. I'm having a great time out here, and it looks like even this young lady who's at the back of the pack from Heath High School having a good time, too. She's got a light-up hair fixture that's holding that ponytail in place. Don't see too many of those. I don't know that I've seen one before at all, so I think that's pretty fantastic. And how about that? Heath at the front of the pack and then the back of the pack. So they are well represented all over the place. And I see that Matt's got some people lined up for me.
Responders that are serving here at our meet, and if you'd like to ask them a few questions about their service, feel free.
Absolutely. Ladies, if you don't mind coming over this way, we'll have this camera right here to look into. If you want to get on either side of me, that would be great. Okay, you're good right here. First off, introduce yourself, please.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Hill. I am the EMS coordinator for the Bloomsdale Joint Ambulance District. I'm Jill Kirian. I'm an EMT with Bloom Scipio.
All right, so we're honoring the red, white, and blue here tonight. It's more than just a cross-country event. So to be a part of this and the activities and seeing how much love and spirit is in the air, how does that make you feel as a first responder?
Well, it just makes it worth it. It makes it worth it to know that we serve our community. You know, just like every day this is what we do. And, you know, to have this support, it just kind of is what keeps us going.
Yeah, would you say kind of the same feelings out here, that it just feels like it's good spirit and camaraderie?
Most definitely. Same feelings.
And then give me some insight. You see these cross-country runners coming through here. How fast these girls and these boys are. It's really incredible to me as someone who likes to be like a weekend warrior and go out and run. They're significantly faster than my times. How impressed are you with some of these times that these kids are putting up?
It's pretty awesome. I mean, these kids are incredible. They just, to watch them go. And we do a couple meets. We do the beginning, the Tiger Classic. We do this meet, and then we do the N10 at the end of the season, just to see the improvement. Not just with ours, because we see some of the same kids running from meet to meet, and it's pretty impressive. I know I couldn't do it.
And how much different is the feeling going from typically they're running in the daytime, a lot of times in the morning, to where they get to be on display here at the night under the lights?
It's a different course, though, than the other courses, and I think the kids get hyped up for this one, though, too. It's different with running at night and all of the fans that come and that are in the bleachers, where when they run the other courses, they don't have that. The fans just follow and are on ground level, and they don't get that when they come through the finish line. It's just different, the atmosphere.
And is it the same for you? Do you feel a little bit more hyped when you're out here at night doing your first responder gig?
Yeah, it's actually exciting for me. This is our second year. Of course, it is only the second year, but yeah, it is exciting.
All right, well, I really appreciate the time, ladies. Have a good time out here tonight, and let's keep these athletes safe as much as we can.
Absolutely. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right, our pleasure. So a couple of the first responders that are on deck here, and again, as we've been talking about so far throughout the course of the event, this is more than just cross country. We're recognizing those lost during 9/11. We're recognizing those who serve their community in the military aspect, police, fire, the first responders, in all walks of life. So it really is a fun atmosphere. It's great to be a part of. They got the music going in between the runners coming through. I know that I'm getting my dance moves put on display out here on the track, so we're just having a great time. So we're almost at about 9 minutes here on the clock. We're going to take one more commercial timeout, and we'll be back with the finish of the girls Division I race, and we'll get some interviews lined up, hopefully with some coaches and some of the finishers. Stay here.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together, or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
In today's world of supply chain shortages and disruptions, having raw material or finished goods inventory on hand to fill customer orders is more important than ever. Based in North Central Ohio and with locations nationwide, including 5 throughout the Buckeye State, MWD Logistics can find your business the warehouse space needed to manage your distribution and logistic needs. Grow your bottom line with flexible warehousing solutions at MWD Logistics.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
What's up, America? Brian Skowronski here, and if you want to see me and the gang chop it up with some unintelligent conversation, we've got the show for you. Check out the OH Report video podcast every Monday, exclusively, right here on the OH Report.
Back here at Seneca East High School for the Stars, Stripes, and Lights event. It is the girls' Division I ladies event. 13:30 have come off the clock, so we're expecting some of the fast girls to be making their way inside of the stadium in just about 2 minutes. But until they do, we've got a special treat for you guys. I see a couple college coaches hanging out, and I'm looking at the B-Dubs, so Baldwin Wallace represented here in the building. Tell me, when you come out to these events, and first introduce yourself before you answer this question, what are you looking for? How are you gauging talent outside of what you're seeing just with the overall times?
Right, so Dan Simpson, head track and field, and this is our director of track and field and cross country, Joe Eby. Yeah.
What's up, Joe? So, hey, what are you looking for tonight when you're watching a runner and their overall form? How are you critiquing what you want in an athlete?
A lot of this is, you know, obviously with times, we can look up on the internet and find out who we're interested in based on that, and then come into this just trying to connect with those kids. And yeah, it's nice to watch them race and do all that, but the times kind of speak for themselves quite a bit. So.
And then an event like this, there's very few night races. I don't even know at the collegiate level if they do a ton of these. So how neat is this for these athletes that they get to see them out here in an environment where, you know, a lot of people are packed in here, a lot different than their 10 a.m. start times that we're accustomed to.
Yeah, this is very unique in cross country for sure, and I feel like it's happening more and more. But this is the best one I've seen, truly, and I've seen a few of these. It's with the you know, the homage to the military and everything coming in, everything, the fireworks show. We were just talking to your director about that. So yeah, it's super unique and really cool they put something on like this. I will say this: I was at Tiffin Carnival today, and it was a great event. Everybody knows Tiffin around here, but there was a lot of tears, a lot of people who were dehydrated. Tonight it's a lot more joy, like a lot more. It's beautiful, you know. It's nighttime. I think it just brings out the best, you know, as opposed to September in Ohio can be really hot and humid. So.
And if you guys don't mind giving me a little bit of insight, are there a couple athletes that you already knew coming in here tonight that you wanted to see perform with your own eyes?
Yeah, top secret. Yeah, we have a laundry list of people that we've either been in contact with or hoping to talk to. And that's why we come to events like this, is really to kind of touch base with them and connect with them and show them some love, right? Come in and show them that we care about them, that we're interested in them, and yeah.
All right, so we'll keep it top secret who those athletes are, but obviously a lot of them that you want to come out here and see. All right, guys. Well, hey, thanks so much for the time. Have fun with your evaluations, and I hear that there's a lot of great food on the horizon, too, so make sure you get some treats.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it, guys. Yep.
All right, a couple coaches from Baldwin Wallace here hanging out, and hey, here we go. Our first runner is into the track atmosphere at the football stadium and keeping a blistering pace. Look at this girl. She is probably going to be certainly sub 18. She might even be able to, if she can kick it into super high gear, come in right at about 17 minutes. That would be a phenomenal time for a girl runner. And there's nobody on the horizon here that's making their way into the stadium. So this is great. I'm going to try to get kind of close here. I'm almost positive that this young lady is from Heath. And look at her go. Oh, and she's got one of those cool hair pieces, too, that's all lit up in the back. And she's going to cross right at 17:02. Your champion from Heath High School. And again, hello? Where's the rest of the runners? There's the second place girl who's just making their way in now. Followed by third place. So our top three. It could be a battle for second. We'll see what type of kick there is from the girl who came in at third. She certainly has a faster pace going right now, but she's got less than 200 meters to try to kick it into high gear and overtake her for second. Not sure that's going to happen. Fourth place as well into the football stadium, and here comes the stampede. Lots of girls are going to be in the mix trying to compete for that fifth place finish. Yeah, so much joy. I love that comment from that Baldwin Wallace coach just about so much happiness from these runners in here. And I'm seeing a smile on this young lady's face who's coming in second place. And she's going to be right around 18:05. Young lady from Avon is going to be at 18:10 and some change. So those are your top three. Fourth place will be represented by New London. How about that? Competing with the D1s? I've got to assume that New London is a Division III school. Interesting. And now, as mentioned, lots of young ladies are going to start funneling in onto the track now. Yeah, so New London actually is Division III when they compete in the tournament. But showing out here against the D1 girls, unless she just traded uniforms with one of her friends or something for the Heat. Got some fancy eye paint here from the Beaver Creek girl. And I remember when they first entered the stadium at the 2-minute mark, there was a whole cluster of girls from Beaver Creek, 4 or 5 of them all running in a pack. So clearly that young lady right there felt like she had what it took to break away and go for it, finishing, I believe, at number 6. So the rest of the pack all funneling in. Again, the top 25 will be rewarded with some medals here tonight. And it looks like this pack that's coming up right now at the turn for the 100-meter dash, these are going to be the last girls that are going to have a shot at getting those medals. 4 from right here. And a girl from Medina crosses there in that little cluster. Girl from Avon, I love the kick here at the end with those pink shoes coming by the finish line. Hey, I just got delivered a water. Can I get a quick comment from you, ma'am? What is your name, and what do you think about the event so far?
My name is Jess, and I just think it's so awesome. Just like everyone coming together and just like supporting the veterans and everyone who served our country and just everyone coming together. I just think it's so cool.
I do too. So you're part of the staff out here. Are you a member of Seneca East High School, or what's your involvement?
I used to go to Seneca East, but I just came back to help out and, pay it forward.
All right, well, hey, thanks for the time, Jess. Thanks for the water. Really appreciate it. So as these racers continue to funnel in at about the 21-minute mark, still some pretty impressive times. The winner, of course, was just over 17 minutes. That was a blistering pace, and I see the winner out here. I'm going to try to wave her down, see if we can't get an interview with the girl who took the first spot. And she's actually still got some energy to come over and talk to me. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, we're back now with our first place finisher, Katie Clute of Olmsted Falls. Blistering pace, just over 17 minutes. How fast have you been running so far this season? How does this race compare?
My best time this season was 17:52 at the state preview. So this course, this is one of my favorite races of the year. It's just so much fun in the dark, and the whole team has so much fun. So I was super excited for this week and just went hard.
Give me a little bit more insight on that. To have your PR by almost an entire minute, the atmosphere here had to obviously add into you just wanted to kick it into high gear, because I noticed, I mean, you were far and away ahead of the second place finisher, and you had a nice kick at the end.
Thank you. Yeah, it was just so much fun, and then working hard in training with my my team definitely helps. Like of course, the atmosphere, but the work with the team is the thing that really makes the goal, helps you reach the goals.
So give me some insight to be able to run a 17 minute like you just did in this 5K. How much are you training every week in terms of your miles, and how do you get ready for competition in terms of tapering?
I don't really know my miles. I just do whatever my coach tells me to. She's awesome and I trust her, so I just do that. I don't like track things like crazy. I keep a log, but nothing like that. Sorry, what was the second part?
Tapering, do you do anything as you get closer to the weekends?
Some weekends I do. We do a pre-meet. That's like just a really easy run. No like workout the day before or anything like that. Just really easy and prepping ourselves. And team dinner is always fun. So no big tapering until big meets.
Is there any go-to meal the night before a race that you feel like makes you run a little bit faster on a Saturday?
Oh yeah. Well, BB-Bop's my favorite. BB-Bop and Chipotle I like to have before, and then at team dinner is pasta most of the time. So those are my go-to top three.
All right, Katie, thanks so much for the time. If you want to give a shout-out to anybody who might be watching, go ahead.
My mom and dad, coaches, and then my grandparents, who I'm sure are all watching at home, and my aunt and rest of my family.
All right, awesome. Katie Clute, first place finisher from Olmsted Falls. Go celebrate.
Thank you.
All right, and it looks like we've got some more competitors that are all lined up now. All right, we've got finishers 2, 3, and 4. We'll take the second place finisher first. Please introduce yourself and what school you run for.
I'm Evelyn Prodell. I'm a sophomore, and I go to Lakota West.
How about that? You're just a sophomore, and you're showing out here a second place finish. How did this run feel for you under the lights in front of this nice large crowd?
It was really fun to run in the dark. I felt super fast going through the woods. My time wasn't the best, and it wasn't what I was hoped for, but it was still a great experience.
How much different is it running here during the nighttime when typically events are in the day and oftentimes in the morning?
Well, it was a little hard getting used to having a night race since it just didn't feel like a race day, but I got into it, and it was just neat to warm up, and it feels great. Like, it's a great day for running, and it was just really fun.
So moving forward on your season, what are some of your goals, your expectations that you're looking to set for yourself, putting up a new standard as you move forward?
Well, I'd like to beat the school record, which is a 17:36. It's been up since 2006. And then I'd really like to place top 5 in state.
All right, those are high ambitious goals. As a sophomore, congratulations on a big run. If you want to give a shout out to anybody, go ahead.
No thanks.
All right, thank you so much for the time. All right, can we get the third place finisher? Come on over. If you would please introduce yourself and the school that you represent.
I'm Caitlin Reese, and I'm from Avon High School.
All right, third place here tonight. First off, is that above your expectation, or do you fall about where you thought you would?
About where I thought. Yeah, I think it was pretty good for. It was like a really fun course, so I thought I placed pretty well with what I was thinking. So yeah.
What type of difference did the atmosphere make here? I've been to quite a few cross-country events. You know, usually it's the fans kind of walking along, following along with you. Here, you're running into a big stadium with the grandstands. How much different was this?
It's a lot of fun just like seeing everyone cheering you on. It's like a lot different atmosphere than most courses, so that makes a cool aspect to everything around. So yeah, it's a highlight.
And then talk to me about moving forward in Division I, and what's some things that you're trying to accomplish individually this season?
Individually, definitely try to break into the 17s at some point, or like later on in the season. Just excited for the season as being my freshman year. Just my team and everything is like just so much fun, and I'm really like excited for them and us. So it's going to be a great year. So yeah.
In your opinion, give me some insight to your own personal training. In order to get into the 17s, what do you got to do to be able to push yourself and just get a little bit faster?
You know, just having that dedication from yourself, obviously, and then your teammates like helping you along the way. Taking your easy days easy, your hard days hard, as my coach would say. Just like putting yourself all in, like driven to whatever that goal that you have.
All right, if you want to give any love or give a shout out to anybody that's helped get you as fast as you are today, go ahead, look in the camera and go for it.
Definitely my parents. Also, Open Door, they really helped me get to where I was, my old school. And my coaches now and my teammates, they really helped me along the way. So, love you all.
All right, and we love you for giving us the time. Avon, Ohio in the house. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, yep.
All right, we've got one more interview. Come on over. A young lady from New London, and now we kind of fact-checked this, but you're a Division III program, right? Running with the D1s? What's up with that?
With D3, I just didn't. There's more people to compete with in D1 since there's more people who go to those schools. So my coach just wanted our team to get out there and compete with more people so that we can hopefully improve our times.
Go ahead, if you would, please introduce yourself, and what year are you in school this year?
I'm in 11th grade. I'm a junior. I'm Reese Landis from New London.
Well, nice to meet you. Very cool that you're so good at the Division III level that you thought that you would move up to D1, and a great showing. Tell me about the run on the course and just your overall thoughts about what they have set up here for this cool event.
This was a really nice course. Not many hills, which is kind of nice. The woods are really cool. You're just back there, and it's like just dark, and you're just running. So it was a really nice course. The lights are really fun to like go underneath. It makes it a little more interesting when you're running.
So at the start, all the girls, of course, you guys come through here on the track. When did you decide to make your move and kind of pull away? Because there was a lot of distance between you and then the rest of the pack in place 4th through the rest of the girls.
So really at the first mile, I started pulling away from 5th place. And then 3rd place was actually behind me for a little bit, and then she started to catch up. So we ran together for a little bit and then just kept pushing each other throughout the whole race.
Now, do you feel like in the Division III level, when you get to competitions like regionals and state, are you a state title contender this season?
I sure hope so. So right now, I think I'm running at a level where I hopefully have a pretty good chance of making it.
Well, we're certainly going to be rooting for you here on the OH Report. If there's anybody out there watching right now, live and free, that you would like to give a shout-out to or show some love to, go ahead.
Just hi to my whole family, I guess.
All right, hi, family out there in New London. Thank you so much for the time. Go celebrate and get some water. It doesn't even look like you're tired, though. It's amazing.
Yeah, I guess I recovered pretty quickly.
All right, congratulations. Thanks so much. All right, guys, we're going to take another timeout. Hey, they got a couple fans out here in the stands. And when we return, we've got the Division II race. We'll have the fellas first right after this.
Who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
We are at the Stars, Stripes, and Lights cross-country event, one of the largest and coolest in the entire U.S. of A., and that's what it's all about tonight, representing the red, white, and blue, as well as fast runners throughout the state of Ohio. I am Brian Skowronski, your meet side reporter for this evening, and the D1 girls race is still going down right now. I believe there are just 2 girls left out on the track. One of them kicking it into high gear, looking to finish strong. And here are the top finishers. The first 3 from the race that we got a chance to interview. And in third place, we had Caitlin Reese of Avon, who came in at a time of 18:11. Evelyn Prodell of Lakota West, just in front of her at 18:05, and then a flat-out crazy pace by Katie Clute of Olmsted Falls, who owned the race 17:02. She said her goal by the end of the season is to break 17 minutes, but she did just make her PR time today by, I think she said, like 45 seconds or something crazy, as the Division II boys race is now underway. As you heard that big bomb going off in the backdrop, they're shooting off fireworks here to get the races started. It's such a cool event. You've heard everybody comment on it so far that we've had an opportunity to talk to, whether that be staff, some of the coaches, some college recruiters are out here, the athletes certainly. It's just a unique event, such a fun atmosphere, and we're expecting some crazy times here, of course, from these Division II boys. A lot of schools are going to be represented. Let me see if I've still got my sheet that's got all of these schools. It appears that I have lost it at some point here walking around out on the track. So if I can track it down, I'll try to get all those schools named off for you guys. But certainly we know that there's going to be a lot of fast runners, and in about 45 seconds or so, they'll be making their way here inside of the football stadium. They'll do 1 lap around the track, and then they are released out into the wild of the night. So something that I haven't had a chance yet to ask one of these athletes is just really what it's like out on the course. They're so accustomed to running in daytime. Typically, they'll have some 10 a.m. starts, some noon starts. So out here, when you're running and it's truly dark, you know, there's got to be some light for you. I know that if you're at the very front of the pack that you've got that 4-wheeler leading the way and they've got the fancy lights, but typically there'll be 1, 2, or about 3 guys that can take off. As you see, they're entering here into the track now, the Division II boys. And we've got 2 runners up at the front, a big cluster right behind them of 6 runners, and then back behind them another pack of 8, and then, wow, what do we got, about 50, 60, 70, 80 dudes just all right here, side by side, looking to make their way here into the stadium as we just crossed the 2-minute mark. And I'll get an eye on the runners that are going to be running in front of me here, going by the finish line here for what is the first beginning of the course. All right, so here in a second, we will tell you all the schools that are participating. I can tell you that Utica and Edison right now are up front, followed by Perkins, another Edison runner. More Utica and Edison. Wow, they've got some really strong teams. Indian Hills, see some Galleon Tigers in the mix. And a whole lot of guys from Highland all running together at least for now. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it upstairs. Adam Thompson, our fabulous director, he's got the list of all the teams participating in this race. Adam, who are they?
There we go. First time in here. We're looking at Brookside, Clear Fork, Clearview, Edison, Firelands, Galleon, Highland, Indian Hill, Johnstown, Monroe. I guess that's Johnstown, Monroe. Keystone, Lexington, Lutheran West, North Fork, Utica, Northwestern, Ontario, Otsego, Perkins, Upper Sandusky, and Willard. So we got some familiar names in here.
Yeah, certainly in that Division I race, at least where we're located in North Central Ohio, We don't have any. So these teams that are here in Division II, and once we start getting into Division III, it's going to be a lot more schools that we're accustomed to covering, a lot more faces and names that I'm sure our fan base on the OH Report has grown to know and love over the years. Plenty of great runners in action here as the night continues to unfold at the Stars, Stripes, and Lights event at Seneca East. Awesome event so far. Everybody agrees it's probably the coolest cross-country event that there is, period, in the entire state. You just don't find very many night events. Only 2 that we're aware of here and then Centerville. So this is something really unique that Matt Schock has put on in just the 2nd year, and they're doing a fabulous job. All the staff has been top-notch. The runners are great, and we're just stoked to be here with the OH Report. So I'm going to peruse around now that we've got the last runner coming through here. See if there's anybody hanging out that wants to shed some light on what they're doing out here tonight and what their favorite part of the event is here. So I'm sure you can see me out here on the GoPro. I'm right here in the middle. Yeah, woo, woo, woo. Come on, get it. Let's go over into the fans now and see who is out here cheering on some of these athletes.
We are currently in the Division II boys race. Our Division II.
Excuse me, miss. We're out here live on the OH Report taking in the event. We just wanted to know, who are you cheering for tonight?
My grandson from Willard. He's a freshman.
And what do you think about this event so far? It's obviously super unique. I'm sure you've went and seen them at other cross-country events. How cool is this one under the lights?
Very great. Very nice. Very impressive with the flags and everything. Very good.
And for you as a fan, how do you try to bring the juice to make sure that your grandson is doing his best?
Well, I don't know. I just always tell him, hey, kick ass. That's all I tell him.
All right, awesome stuff. Thank you, Grandma. You're doing a great job out here. Hey, we got a Seneca East guy out here. What do you think about your school putting on this event? This is pretty spectacular.
I think it's super cool. I really think it's super cool. You know, Coach Schock really put this meet together for everybody, and it's wonderful what he did. Everything's set up. It looks really nice. Really nice.
Are you heading over to like the concession stands? You got any snacks on your mind right now that you need to grab?
Yep, we're going over and get some Skittles and M&Ms.
All right, don't let me get back from that. 2 fabulous choices. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Miss, you want to jump on here real quick and let us know who are you out here cheering on tonight?
Ryland Baker in Ontario High School.
Woo woo, Ontario. That's right in our own backyard. So, you know, we love supporting the Warriors. When you're out here as a fan in cross country, what do you do to try to cheer on your favorites?
I just yell really, really loud. That's all I can do.
If you don't mind it, can you just give us a kind of a sample of what that looks like? Give me your best fandom as they're coming by. Does it look something like this? Go faster!
It looks exactly like that. Yeah.
All right. So here in about 10 minutes when they start coming through, maybe we'll get you like on the picture-in-picture cam, and we should expect to see some of the same?
I'll get you, and you can get me. How's that?
Fair enough. All right. An Ontario Warrior fan out here. Thanks for the time.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. All right, we've got some festive fans out here. Hey, guys. Hey, we see that you got some cool lights with you. Are you having a good time out here tonight?
Yeah.
Awesome. Who are you cheering for? Do you have anybody out here that you're making a lot of noise for?
I'm cheering for Bubba.
Oh, Bubba. Is Bubba pretty fast?
Yes. And I'm cheering for Sissy.
Oh, Bubba and Sissy Sue. You got 2 people that you're out here cheering for, and I bet they run a lot faster when they see these cool lights, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Who do Bubba and Sissy compete for?
They run for Willard High School.
Okay, so our second Willard fan that we've seen out here, it looked like they've got quite a few great runners out here in the mix. What type of season are they having so far?
Really good so far. They're building and getting better each race and taking time off each run, so doing a good job.
And for you as a fan, how great has this night been so far? This is a lot different, more festive than your standard cross-country event.
Yes, a lot of fun. They came last year. Willard came last year. I didn't get to come, but we're glad we got to come this year. My husband's actually the head coach for Willard. Terry Henry's my husband, so they love it out here. They think it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
All right, we love you guys for giving us some time. Have fun, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, you.
Go Willard! All right, looks like we got some more folks hanging around, wanting to talk to us. Let's see what we're in for. Looks like we got the coach from Beaver Creek joining us now. What's your name, sir?
Howard Russ.
Hey, Howard. I'm Brian. Nice to meet you. Well, tell me about the squad that you've put together this season and how you've been competing so far up to this point.
Beaver Creek, we're good. Division I, we're down in Dayton, Ohio. So girls have been ranked in the top 10. Boys have been in the top 20. So girls today took third. Was very happy, missing a couple kids for COVID, but it's 2022. So boys took fifth today. We have a really young squad, but we had a boy won the open race today. So just competing. We wanted to come. I know Matt really well. Wanted to get this hometown atmosphere and come out and compete. So much fun. So much fun. So really pleased.
Give me a little bit of insight about building a program in the cross-country ranks. I mean, what do you do from the start of the season to where we are now, maybe at about the midway point? How do things change for you at your program at Beaver Creek?
Really for me, it's the summertime and getting that. We have conditioning every day, and then really just getting them. Who shows up? We have about 100 kids. I have about 150 on my team. Between middle school and high school, we have probably over 200, and we have over 100 show up every day. It's voluntary. We have parents come out, really building that camaraderie. And then once school starts, getting them in the right units and really working. So we're still like over 2 months, 2 months still state. So we're still building right now. But I think it starts in the summer, building that camaraderie. Watching now our freshmen, you don't know a freshman from a senior because they're all blended together. And that really happens in the summertime. So.
And if you've got a chance to talk to some of your athletes after they finish the course, what do they think about running in the night and through the dark?
Oh, it's the fireworks they love. The girls love the start. The nighttime is great. They said you could feel the energy of the crowd and just under the lights, just the whole atmosphere. Feels like the whole community's out here just cheering. The flag ceremony was very powerful today. Matt does a great job. So I just think the energy here, we had a lot of PRs today, and I think it's something for us to build as we get ready. Postseason will be like 5 weeks away. We'll go to our league meet. So I think something to build on. So it's lots of fun.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of PRs are getting thrown down here tonight. So obviously it's a fast course. It's a fun environment, and we're glad that you were a part of it, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys.
All right, so Beaver Creek here in the house. And the night continues to roll along. Looks like we're at 11 minutes, so we're going to take one more commercial timeout. When we come back, we'll have the finish for the boys Division II race, which will include interviews with all the top finishers. Stay here.
What's up, America? Brian Skowronski here, and if you want to see me and the gang chop it up with some unintelligent conversation, we've got the show for you. Check out the OH Report video podcast every Monday, exclusively, right here on the OH Report.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
In today's world of supply chain shortages and disruptions, having raw material or finished goods inventory on hand to fill customer orders is more important than ever. Based in North Central Ohio and with locations nationwide, including 5 throughout the Buckeye State, MWD Logistics can find your business the warehouse space needed to manage your distribution and logistic needs. Grow your bottom line with flexible warehousing solutions. at MWD Logistics.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
We are getting fired up here at Seneca East. That's right. The Stars, Stripes, and Lights event is going down. I think we need to get a little bit rowdier crowd here. We'll see once these runners start making their way here into the final stretch. 15 minutes, 15 seconds gone down here in the boys Division II race. So some of these really fast runners are approaching. I can see them off in the distance. Here comes the four-wheeler with the American flag, and we're going to have a fun race to the finish. So in that girls' race, obviously, we've seen Katie just crush the competition by almost a full minute. Now, the first-place finisher looks like he's only about 3 seconds ahead of second place, who's only less than a second ahead of third place, and then I don't see anybody in fourth. So at least it's going to be a race to the finish for these top three athletes. Definitely going to be a fun finish, and I'm hearing some of the crowd here cheering on their favorites as they see that some of their runners that they came out here to support are on their way down the backstretch. Less than 200 meters to go. Who's going to have the biggest kick? Who wants it the most here at the end? The top 25 all receiving medals here tonight, but of course, you want that fancy blue ribbon, the first place. And it's really going to come down to the wire here. Looks like we've got two teammates potentially in second and third. Can they catch up? It doesn't look like it. Two Utica runners behind a gentleman who is making his way to the finish line at 16:45. Fast pace for the victory. Got a lot of happy fans out here too. I've seen a lot of Utica shirts lined up down by the finish line. Indian Hills is going to have a runner finishing in the fourth spot at 17:07. Who's going to be in fifth? This runner's all alone. Hearing from a raucous crowd, it's a runner from Sandusky, Perkins. Oh, and it looks like the runners who finished first, second, or third are already coming down to talk to me. This is awesome. You guys want a second to catch your breath? All right, so we're going to give them about 20 seconds here to catch their breath. And I see Upper Sandusky, the first place winner here, had a nice kick at the end. We're going to talk to him about that in just a second. Continue the action, though, on all these runners coming down the back stretch. Is that you?
Yeah, I'm Ben Gibbleman.
Yeah, if you don't mind, bring them over here. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump into our interview conversations here with the grand champion of the night in the boys Division II race of the Upper Sandusky Rams. Sir, go ahead and introduce yourself, and what grade are you in this year?
I'm Ashton Vent, and I'm currently a senior. So.
All right, Ashton. So You come through, you had about a 2-3 second lead by my estimation when you entered the track here for the last 300 yards, and then things got tight there by the corner, but then you blew them away at the end. Give me some insight about that last kick and just digging deep to make sure that you got that top spot.
Well, I was hearing they were being called behind me, so I was like, oh boy, they're catching up. And then I come around the corner, I see my time, and I realize I'm about to get a new record. And in fact, one of the top 10 records in our school, but I didn't get it, unfortunately. But I did get a new PR, so I'm always proud about that.
Yeah, congratulations. I'm hearing from a lot of athletes tonight that they are setting new personal records. What about the course is making it so that you're able to run a little bit faster time than you have so far?
Well, right now it's more closer to night, so it's like it's really cool and fun to run in, as well as this course doesn't really have that many hills. So.
And then what about the crowd? Tell me about the energy when you actually enter into the football stadium for the finish. How much of a difference does it make to have all these people surrounding you in the bleachers?
It was intense. I just kept hearing, go, go, go. He's right behind you. Keep going. You're doing great. Like a bunch of people that probably don't even know me were cheering for me. So.
Well, including me too, Ashton. I was pulling for you there at the end. I'm glad that you got the victory. And if there's anybody out there watching that has helped you get to this point or that you just want to give a shout out to, go ahead.
I want to give a shout out to Brian Hensel, sorry. Because he was my first coach for cross country ever, and he knew I could do what I've done. He's always pushed me even after I left his team.
All right, congratulations, Ashton Bent, your winner here in the boys Division II race. Awesome stuff, man.
Thank you very much.
All right, and you were the number 2 finisher today? All right, we've got the second place finisher here from Utica High School. Go ahead, introduce yourself and what grade you're in.
I'm Stephen Epps. I'm also in a junior, so 11th grade.
All right, Stephen, tell me about the race going through and running at nighttime, and how much different was this course from what you've been racing in so far during the season?
It's totally different being night and, of course, being low temps. So it's definitely a good thing for Utica. We train in the heat, but of course nighttime is our best time.
So for you, how did tonight's time compare to some of your times that you've been putting up so far this season?
It got better by 30 seconds. So, I mean, it's better than what I usually run.
Give me some goals that you guys as a team at Utica have for yourselves, because I saw a lot of guys wearing this jersey finishing near the front of the pack.
So it's group packing and to finish state for at least 5th.
Wow, so those are big, high expectations. So it looks like you furthered your goal here tonight. Great accomplishment for you. If there's anybody out there watching that might be a fan of yours, do you want to give a shout out to somebody?
Of course. Hey, Mom and Dad, Grandma, and of course my boss, Jamie Runyon.
I appreciate the time, Stephen. Congratulations on the second place finish. Nice stuff, man.
Have a good night.
All right, and I was talking to some of the runners from the Division I race. The top 2 finishers, as a matter of fact, said that they are going to make their way over here with their fancy medals, and they are going to speak with us about how they were able to also set some new personal records for this season. So that will be coming up hopefully here in a couple of minutes as we're past the 22-minute mark, and here's some runners fighting for position now, looking to improve on their times. This is my favorite part of the race, and I'm sure these runners too. You know, just the final kick. How much energy do you have left? What type of guts do you have? What's your mentality as you're coming down the backstretch? You've been running for 22 straight minutes, and you still want to ensure that you get a solid time. So I'm always impressed by these runners at the end of the race and how they're able to dig deep and finish with a bang. All right, it actually looks like we've got our competitors from Westerville North, our Division I competitors. Oh, the whole gang's coming out here. All right, well, first and second, if you guys want to come join me. Oh, it's all good. All right, so we're live on the air here on the OH Report. If you would, go ahead, introduce yourself and what grade you are in school this year.
I am Ben Gableman Jr., 11th grade.
I'm Andrew Bracken, and I am a senior.
All right, so guys, give me some feedback about the course and what you thought about running at nighttime and then coming into the stadium for the big grand finale.
I feel like the course was really well done. I love running at night because once it's nighttime, the breeze is pretty much over and it's pretty cool out. The track finish, it's definitely not something I'm used to because, I mean, most courses don't have a track finish, but you're going fast, so, I mean, I'm not complaining for the track finish, so I love it.
How much cooler was this than just like a standard cross-country meet?
Oh, I thought it was way better. I love the night race feel, the vibes. There's so many people out, and then when it's dark, it's just the sun's not out, so it's cooler. You can run fast. The breeze today was really nice. But yeah, the course was great. I mean, I couldn't really complain about anything. This was really, really well done, and it had some fast times today.
Obviously, it's super dope to finish 1-2. You know, you and your teammate, the top two finishers in a big event like this. Is this something that you guys anticipated, or did you get off to a nice start and then you just kept it up?
I think we kind of anticipated running 1-2 because this entire week we were talking about how like pack running is important to win this race. And after looking at the teams competing here, I pretty much knew that me and him could probably go 1-2. Yeah.
And then as far as your guys' times compared to what you've been running so far this season, where would they compare?
For me, this is my fastest time in the season by like, I think 9 or 10 seconds. So pretty good for me so far, yeah.
And then for you?
This race is a PR for this season. It's not as fast as I would have liked. I've been having some calf issues for the past 2 weeks, but I mean, it's still a season best, so this course is by far the fastest course we've ran on so far.
All right, guys, I'm going to have you go ahead and give some shout-outs and anybody that's helped get you to this point in your careers. Take it away.
I'd like to shout out Coach Nick and Coach Jackson, also my parents for just supporting me with whatever I do, and my grandpa and Grandma June. Yep.
I'd shout out my whole family, mom, dad, Adam, everyone at home that pays attention even though they're not there. It's great. All my teachers at school that care, that ask me how it is, all the coaches I've had through middle school and high school, and like all my friends that care, all my teammates. You know, I couldn't do it without them, yeah.
All right, if you guys all want to get together out here, you guys got a trophy or something to show off? Hey, how about that? The first place trophy. I'm going to set down my microphone because I'm going to go ahead and pull out my camera and get a picture for the gram. This is awesome. All right, congratulations. The team from Westerville North showing out here, the entire gang. Thank you guys for the time, man. That was awesome. All right, we're almost 27 minutes here into the Division II race. Going to be winding down here shortly. And, of course, we're going to have the ladies who are going to be coming up next. So still 3 more races to come at Seneca East High School. We'll take a quick TO. We'll be back with more jam-packed action at the Stars, Stripes, and Lights XC event.
What's up, America? Brian Skowronski here, and if you want to see me and the gang chop it up with some unintelligent conversation, we've got the show for you. Check out the OH Report video podcast every Monday, exclusively, right here on the OH Report.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
In today's world of supply chain shortages and disruptions, having raw material or finished goods inventory on hand to fill customer orders is more important than ever. Based in North Central Ohio and with locations nationwide, including 5 throughout the Buckeye State, MWD Logistics can find your business the warehouse space needed to manage your distribution and logistic needs. Grow your bottom line with flexible warehousing solutions at MWD Logistics.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
It's a beautiful night here in Attica, Ohio for an awesome event here, the Stars, Stripes, and Lights. I'm Brian Skowronski. I am meet side down here on the track, and the girls Division II race just got underway. We're a minute 45 in, so that means that the ladies are going to start funneling here into the track, as you can see there. Take a quick look at the finishers for the boys in the Division II race. We got to hear from all three in the top three, with Liam Morris of Indian Hill checking in at 16:47.22. He was just a shade behind Stephen Epps of Utica, who was at 16:47.07. And then running away there at the end with a big kick, Ashton Vent of Upper Sandusky, 16:45.81. So the top three finishers all within less than a second and a half of each other. Super cool. That was a fun competition, and we're expecting more of the same with the ladies here in the second half of the Division II race, as it looks like we've got a sizable lead right now for the girl who is out in front. I'm going to take a look at her jersey and let you know who she is representing here tonight. Certainly, she's got orange on. It looks like a girl from the Galleon Tigers is in the lead, followed by an Edison Charger. And then Brookside is in third. And then we've got a bit of a cluster here at fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. Ninth and 10th held by Utica. And then a lot of girls coming through here in the middle of the pack. It appears that everybody already in the Division II race is inside of the track area at the 3:17 mark. So this is a little bit tighter race, at least in the early going, than we saw in the previous two races, where the last couple of runners were quite a bit behind the athletes that were finishing at the top of the pack. So looking for an exciting D2 race here. A lot of teams represented, as you guys know. I'll go back over all the teams who are competing in the Stripes Division II, 19 of them to be exact. How about Brookside, Clear Fork, Clearview, Edison, Firelands, Galleon, Highland from Marengo, Indian Hill, Johnstown Monroe, Keystone, Lexington, Lutheran West, Norfolk, Northwestern, Ontario, Otsego, Perkins, Upper Sandusky, and Willard, all going head to head to head to head to head to head to head. All 19 of them running here tonight for this 9:40 p.m. start time for the girls. So easily the latest start time of any race that they are going to have at any point all season long. And that's been the case for every runner, all the athletes, and all the feedback that we're hearing is that obviously with the cooler temperatures, that they're able to run just a little bit faster. Just about everybody who has finished in the top three, actually, I think everybody to a man so far that we've had the opportunity to interview has set a personal record so far here in this event. It's a fast course. It's a fun course. The atmosphere is lit, and that's because we're under the lights, man. It's great. What's not to love about an atmosphere and an environment like this for cross country? And there are some people standing around that we're going to go try to hear from. Let's see who these guys are out here cheering for in this Division II race. See a gentleman hanging out kind of all by himself here. Hey, what's up, man? We're live here on the OH Report, just taking in the event, and we're just wondering, what do you think about this so far as a fan?
I think it's really good. I'm a cross-country runner myself, so I think it's pretty good. The race is really nice. I think this is definitely going to be a nice first cross-country night meet race for me.
Now, did you get a chance to compete in the junior high division earlier today?
Yes.
And what was your time?
15:30, 15:40, something around there. So.
And how does that compare to a normal time for you so far?
My past times have been 16:08, 16:30, so I got a new PR, so that's really good.
Yeah, it seems like it's been a very fast course for just about everybody that has been participating. And so now, obviously, you're sticking around as a fan. Who are you cheering on here tonight?
I'm mainly going for Winford. I'm here with my team. My parents had to go and let out dogs, and I have to go home with my team. We're probably not going to be here till like midnight or 1 in the morning, which really isn't much for me. I stay up till like 3 a.m. playing Fortnite all the time.
Hey, well, what's your game tag out there if anybody wants to try to find you in the internet land?
BAA rules. So.
Hey, thank you for the time and congratulations on setting a new PR today.
No problem.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Just people out here having a good time, running fast times. And hold on, we got a guy in a banana suit. I got to find out more over here. Excuse me. Couldn't help but notice your banana suit, so I had to hear from you here tonight. Are you just out here as a fan, or did you get a chance to run today?
I'm a fan.
Why the get up here today? Well, what inspired the fit?
I thought it would be really funny. So, yeah.
It's definitely working. Is there anybody out here that you're specifically cheering on tonight?
Northwestern.
Northwestern, okay. And who's some of your favorite runners that are competing?
All of them.
Yeah, it's hard to pick favorites, right? Okay, do you have like a special banana dance or anything that you're going to do when they're crossing the finish line?
No, not really.
All right, we'll make like a banana and split out of here, buddy. Thank you so much. It looks like we got more fans coming through. Anybody want to talk to us about the good times that you're having so far?
Sure. We're having a good time. This race is a really good race. Thanks to Matt Schock for putting this on.
Yeah, Matt Schock is the man for making this happen. And you guys, it wouldn't be what it is without the fans. How much fun are you having out here?
A lot of fun.
What do you think is the best part of this event? Obviously, there's the running, there's the fireworks, there's the food. Give me kind of like a ranking of what you like the best so far.
Probably the fireworks are first, racing second, and then food third. Yes.
What's the best thing that you've seen at the concession stand so far?
Probably I don't know. All the food, I guess.
All right, well, it sounds like you guys need to get some more snacks.
We can take your spot one day. We've been interviewing everybody so far.
Oh, you've been interviewing a lot of people? So if I hand off the mic to you here for a couple of minutes, you think you can take over and do better than me?
Not exactly. I'm new to the business, man.
Well, is this your microphone? Is this what you've been using?
Off-brand.
Well, hey, keep getting in that practice, and then we're always hiring, looking for interns here on the OH Report, man. So build up your game and come holler at me.
You got it.
Cool. So we're inspiring folks out here.
We've been doing the same thing that you guys are doing all night.
How about this, man? So we've got like some OH reporters like in the making out here trying to do their own thing. Tell me about some of the interviews that you've been having.
Huh?
So you've been interviewing people, like some of the athletes?
Yeah, racing. Yeah, we've been asking how their night's going and what they place.
And what's some of the top feedback that you're hearing? What are people liking the most about the event?
They've been liking, I really don't know, but they said they have pretty bad confidence. Most of them say last, but there's a couple that said they're going to run across the finish line together, holding hands. They have some pretty good confidence.
Awesome, guys. Well, hey, keep building up your confidence, and who knows, maybe it'll be you with the microphone out here in due time. All right. So, yeah, you see a lot of fans just standing out here along the fence. Guess let's hear from them. We still got some time here. We're at the 10-minute mark. Hey, guys, who are you cheering on tonight?
Well, just anyone from Cary.
Anyone from Cary? Are you a runner yourself? Did you compete in the junior high?
Oh, yeah, I just ran at 7.
So give me some of the feedback about your thoughts on the course, because just about every athlete that I'm talking to set new personal records. Did you have the same success?
Yeah, I did. It's a really fast course.
And now that it's nighttime and these guys are getting the opportunity to run underneath the lights, how much fun is this? And I imagine it's something that you're looking forward to when you get to high school, right?
Yeah, it's fun. Just seeing the lights, it's just cool.
Are you a runner yourself?
Yes.
Also from Cary?
Yep.
Give me some feedback about the course, or what did you like most about it?
Honestly, I just like every part of it. It's a good course to run on. I've run really well here. It's a fun course. I really like it.
Have you guys been paying attention to the Cary football team? Obviously, the defending state champs, off to a 4-0 start. But what are your thoughts?
They haven't really proven themselves against a good team yet, so tough telling.
Ooh, I like that. So they're playing well, but we'll see what happens when they actually play a real team. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Thanks for the time, guys. Oh, hello there. Looks like we got an Ontario Warrior fan. Who are you cheering for tonight?
The Ontario Warriors.
Duh. Do you have a favorite Warrior that's going to be competing?
I do. My daughter Claire.
That's awesome.
Yes, Claire.
So when Claire is coming around the corner and you see her and you start cheering, well, what's generally what you're saying to her? How do you inspire your kid?
Go faster. They're right behind you.
Do you feel like
Somebody behind them or not, you just tell them there's somebody behind them.
and that typically is effective?
Yes, seems to. Well, I don't know that she really listens to me ever. She's a teenager.
Heard that. All right. Well, thank you, Claire's mom. Are you having a good time out here?
Yeah, this is fun. This is our first night meet that we've attended, so we're enjoying it.
Yeah, this is obviously very unique. I'm told this is one of only like 2 night meets that they have in the entire state of Ohio. And your daughter's a part of one. How cool.
Pretty cool. Thank you for having us.
All right, we'll keep on moving on. We've already seen this pack. USA. USA. Oh, check it out. Watching themselves on the OH report. How cool is that? These kids are low-key famous. Oh, hey, it looks like you're an Upper Sandusky fan?
Yes, Upper Sandusky. My daughter runs.
Okay, and we had an Upper Sandusky kid just finish first place. And the boy, yeah, that was pretty awesome. So when you see that, how inspiring is that for you as an Upper Sandusky parent?
It's awesome. Like, we cheer on every kid as best as we can, and he's done awesome this year. He's a senior, so we're really proud of him.
How excited was your daughter to compete in this event, getting to run at nighttime, which is obviously so uncommon?
This is her 4th year. This is her favorite race. All the kids are pumped up. They dress up in glow-in-the-dark stuff. They're pumped up for it. They're happy. They all do the best they can. She just loves it. It's her favorite one.
And is there any particular cheer that you've kind of perfected over the years that really gets your daughter running fast at the end of the race?
Usually I have a about 3-foot-tall picture of her face on a stick, but I left it home tonight. But usually I just scream at her, and she says, "Mom, I can hear you out of everybody out of the crowd." So that's it.
So seeing a giant version of herself typically makes her just like, wow, I got to get away.
That's where I'm at all times. Yeah.
That's awesome. Hey, what's up?
Someone.
Hey, one shout out. Here we go.
I want to give a.
All right. Hey, thank you for the shout outs. Thank you for the time down here, guys. And hey, we want to hear from you, the fans, always. So make sure that you're dropping us a comment if you're watching on either YouTube or Facebook. And if you tell us who your favorite runner is, your favorite team, you could end up in our fan zone. So as we check the clock now, we're at about 14:10. I think we're going to have to keep the action here because these are going to be some pretty fast ladies that are going to start coming across the finish line. And I'd say about 2 minutes, they'll be making their way inside of the track. So we'll see who we can find here. I see a pack of some Firelands runners, some Indian Hills guys. So let's see what we can get out of these Firelands guys. Hey, what's up, squad? How we doing over here? Hey, I'm having a great time tonight, and you guys looking very festive. We'll begin with you. You got all the face paint on, and obviously you got the light up. Just tell me about the fit.
You gotta look good, play good. So if you ain't first, you're last either. So I wasn't first.
So by default, yeah, okay. But, hey, you looked good, and my mom always said that was the most important thing in sports.
When you're winning.
All right, so what about you? What are you thinking about the event so far?
The event so far, it's going well. I love the running in the dark aspect. It's much cooler out. It's not blazing hot like it was 2 weeks ago at Seneca. Something like that. I don't know. It was hot, but now it's nice and cool and dark and fun. For the woods back there, it can get real spotty, which is what the glow-in-the-dark paint's for. So I could see myself and nothing around me.
Yeah, so tell me about running through the woods. What is it like at night out here? I mean, we're in the country, man. You're not really sure what's lurking beyond some of those trees.
Well, running in the woods is just like running in the woods in the day. It's just at night and darker. So, no really.
I don't know if that's true. I grew up watching Friday the 13th. Sometimes at night, it can get a little bit scarier.
Yeah, but, I mean, we're in Ohio.
All right, and then tell me, did your guys' times improve out here today, getting to run in the cooler temperatures? So that seems to be the common theme. What about it running at night obviously makes that so that you can go a little bit faster?
Just all the adrenaline everybody has, and then there's people everywhere just cheering you on. It's great.
Yeah, we got a great crowd out here. Obviously, we got this whole pack following us around now. We got like some groupies here on the OH report at Seneca East. It's an awesome time. And speaking of awesome times, we're at 16 and a half minutes almost on the clock. So we got to see some of these girls start emerging if they want to start hitting some PRs. So I'm not seeing any runners coming just yet. But the 4x4, I'm told by one of our camera guys, is on its way. So obviously we're going to keep it here as they're making their way into the stadium. And it's such a cool backdrop. I think the best that I've ever seen for a cross-country event. It very much has a feel like at the state championships for track and field down in Columbus, where you're running and you've got the big crowd, of course, in the stadium. Very much feel like that's the atmosphere here tonight. Everyone's wound up. It's nighttime. They're serving up Skittles and M&Ms and all sorts of candies and fun. So everyone's sugared up. These kids are up past their bedtime. Oh, they want to interview me. I think we do have a quick time for that. You guys wanted to interview me? Okay, go ahead.
How's your day going?
Well, I'm glad that you asked. I wasn't sure what to expect from a cross-country event, but since we had all these awesome kids out here, you know, kind of keeping the juice flowing, I'm having a great time.
Are you excited for...
I've been excited all day. I've been jazzed up. I've been pumped up, and it looks like here comes the first runner into the stadium. So we got to get back to work, guys. One more question, one more.
Hey, what was your favorite part of this?
Hanging out with you guys, of course. Duh. All right, so we've got one lone runner. Mickett, the second place runner, is now here out onto the track. And I'm almost positive this is the young lady from Galleon who is going to end up being the first place finisher here, cooking up the competition like she was a chef in the kitchen. Shout out to who? Hey, what's up, Keith? Happy that you've been able to watch live and free. And actually, I was wrong. How about Edison representing here? We got a charging towards the finish line. Young lady number 803 at 18:58. That's going to be your winning time here in girls Division II. So quite a bit slower, actually, than the champion Katie that we had in the D1 race. Katie Clute ran it in just over 17 minutes. Here is that Galleon Tiger. She's going to take second in a very respectable time, 19:18 and some change. She's going to be well ahead of third place. And then there's a battle going down right now for fourth. I saw the young lady who was in fifth just overtook the fourth place runner, and they've got about 200 meters left. Sixth place now is in here, and I'm starting to see quite a few more fast-moving legs approaching here inside of the stadium. So the runners starting to kick it into high gear. As we've got our third place finisher making her way across the finish line. And the top two finishers are actually standing by with me here. I'm going to give them a chance to catch their breath. I know they just ran super duper fast for 3 whole miles, something that not a lot of human beings do very often. So obviously you want them to collect their thoughts. And then we'll catch up with them. And I see another Edison Chaja coming through inside of the top 10. So they've got a great team. And actually, the top 3 finishers are all over here with me. So we'll begin with the young lady who took first place. Whenever you're ready, if you want to join me right over here. First off, if you would, introduce yourself to the live viewing audience, and what grade are you in?
My name is Grace Anderson, and I'm in 10th grade. So I'm a sophomore.
Wow, congratulations. So a first place finish as just a sophomore in this race. How does that feel at this point?
Pretty good. I don't think I've won a meet yet in high school, so it feels really nice.
Yeah, congratulations getting your first place dub out here at a super awesome atmosphere. How inspiring was it running in this environment? Did that help you think?
Yeah, it was definitely a lot more fun than other races and a lot more relaxed, so I think that helped a lot.
When you're running through the dark, I'm told there's some woods out there and some forest area. A lot different than during the daytime?
Just because there's a lot of like roots and things on the ground, it's kind of harder to see, but I mean, it's not that different.
Now, were you able to set a personal record here today?
A season PR, yes, but I didn't beat my like overall PR.
So yeah, it seems like the cooler temperatures and running at night are certainly playing a factor into running a lot better. Would you say just not having the heat allows you to push yourself?
Yes, the heat is really bad. Definitely the cooler temperatures help a lot.
Well, given that this is your first championship of the season, are you going to start raising the barometer for your expectations moving into future meets?
Probably, yeah.
All right, are there any shout-outs that you want to give, maybe a former coach or like a grandparent or anybody that's inspired you to get to where you are now?
Well, Max Soviak was a boy who used to go to Edison, used to go to our school, and he died last year, so we all have on our arms to the max, and that's kind of like our motto for tonight, so I think that really helps a lot with pushing myself.
You certainly push yourself to the max tonight. First place finisher from Edison. Very much appreciate the time.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to talk to the second place finisher now of the Galleon Tigers. If you would, introduce yourself to the audience and what grade are you in?
I'm Reagan Campbell, and I'm in 11th grade.
So give me some feedback about the race and what it was like. Obviously, you pulled away from the third place girl. When did you make your move and kind of move away from the pack?
Well, in the beginning, I tried to start out strong, and then the course got harder. But I made sure to stay up with Grace. So I like the course, though. It was very bright. So.
What was the most challenging part of the course, in your opinion?
That it's dark. It's really hard to see. So that was the hardest part of the course.
Did you feel like you were looking more down at your feet at times, a little bit different, not being able to focus on something that's ahead of you?
Yeah, I really tried to make sure I didn't step on any roots or anything, so I tried to make sure I didn't get an injury. So.
Is this your PR for the season right now?
For the season, yes, and it's very close to my lifetime PR too.
So just running in the cooler temperatures, big impact for you as a runner?
Yeah, it's harder to breathe in the heat, so I really like that we did it at night, so it was easier to breathe.
Well, congratulations for representing for your community out here for Galleon. If there's anybody watching that you would like to give a shout out to.
My mom might be, so hi, Mom.
Always a smart idea to shout out the mom. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you.
All right, and from the Lakers, we've got our third place finisher. Go ahead, introduce yourself and what grade you're in.
I'm Reagan Rash. I'm a freshman.
Awesome. I think that answered all my questions. Thanks, Reagan. So just a baby. You're brand new to the high school game and already third place finish here in a big event. Was this one of your expectations, or did you run a little bit better than maybe you thought?
I definitely think I should have went a little faster. I kind of went pretty fast in the first mile, and then I kind of slowed down. But I was just passing people like the second mile, and I think I did pretty good. I did not get a PR, though, but it's fine.
Tell me a little bit more about that. So when you're in the clump, the crowd of people, and you start passing people, at what point do you decide that you're really going to go for it and start pushing yourself versus trying to pace yourself and not burning out? You probably have so much energy you can just go, right? Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know. I just go for it. And then sometimes I second guess myself, like maybe I went a little too fast and I felt like I was gonna burn out. But I just kind of kept going. But I think I did, yeah.
So yeah, as just a freshman, what were your expectations coming into the high school career that you're just starting now? And would you say that you've even exceeded them so far up to this point?
I think I had a pretty good first start of the season. One of my goals was as a freshman, I wanted to get on the top 10 board, and I already did. So, but I think I've been doing pretty good as a freshman right now.
Sure. So a long way for you to go. Obviously, A lot more achievements to make. But for right now, if you want to give a shout out to anybody who might be watching, go ahead.
Anybody?
Yeah, go for it.
My coach. He definitely like motivates me to keep going. He does a really good job about that, and it makes me go faster. And I'm really grateful that he's my coach.
You want to go ahead and name drop your coach?
Justin Metzger.
All right, hey, thank you so much. Awesome performance here tonight.
Thank you.
All right, so those are your top 3 finishers here in the girls' Division II race. Pretty awesome stuff. Oh, and we've got more. Got another runner from Edison. Did you finish 4th here tonight?
Yes.
Please introduce yourself and what grade you're in.
I'm Peyton Facemeyer, and I'm a senior.
All right, so senior year, getting to compete in an event like this, how much fun was this compared to like a regular old cross-country meet?
It was so much fun because everyone has energy from the rest of the day, so we just come in and we just enjoy it.
When you make your way into the stadium and you're seeing all the people lined up around here, I mean, there's big old packs of cheering sections. Does it totally change like your mood and your mindset? You feel tired and then all of a sudden, big boost of energy?
Yeah, it does, because you get to, you're like, oh, I'm almost done, so might as well just go.
A little bit of feedback about the course. Just what are your thoughts about running at night, which is very uncommon for cross country?
It's very different because there's times where you can't see the ground, but you just kind of go for it. It's so different because the course, I love the course. It feels so fast, like no matter what.
So you finished 4th. You have a teammate, first place finisher here tonight. What type of team and barometer have you guys set for yourself moving forward into the season? You feel like you're one of the top contenders in your guys' conference?
I kind of do, yeah. We've had a 6-peat the past 6 years, obviously. So we've had high standards, and we've got a lot of pressure on us this year, but we're loving it. So.
All right, you got anybody that you want to shout out here tonight?
I just want to say thank you to all my coaches and all my teammates. They've really pumped me up and given me the confidence to finish.
All right, appreciate you so much for the time.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we're past 28 minutes now. How about that shot? 2 girls, I think they're Lexington girls, they crossed the finish line holding hands. Like, if that's not teamwork and camaraderie at its finest, I don't know what is. Just a thing of beauty. A lot of girls funneling in here now who are going to be crossing. And we got to be getting close to the end of the pack at this point, but still pushing themselves down the stretch. Fantastic to see. And it's just been a very fun night. And guess what, guys? Still 2 more races to go. And I'm being summoned over, so maybe I can get some quick sound bites for you guys. As we got an Ontario girl who's making her way across. All right, what's up, guys? What do you got for me?
The channel.
We are live and free on the OH Report on Facebook and YouTube. Look up OH Report. We're going to take a quick commercial break, guys. When we come back, I will have the results for you from the girls' Division II race, and we will kick off the boys in Division III. Still 2 more races to come live and free at the Stars, Stripes, and Lights event.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together, or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
In today's world of supply chain shortages and disruptions, having raw material or finished goods inventory on hand to fill customer orders is more important than ever. Based in North Central Ohio and with locations nationwide, including 5 throughout the Buckeye State, MWD Logistics can find your business the warehouse space needed to manage your distribution and logistic needs. Grow your bottom line with flexible warehousing solutions at MWD Logistics.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
What's up, America? Brian Skowronski here, and if you want to see me and the gang chop it up with some unintelligent conversation, we've got the show for you. Check out the OH Report video podcast every Monday, exclusively right here on the OH Report. Welcome back to Seneca East High School for one of the coolest events you are ever going to see. We've got the cross-country event rocking here tonight for the Stars, Stripes, and Lights. And I've got a gentleman who is involved here in the community, of course, the principal here over at Seneca East. So please, if you would, introduce yourself and give me your thoughts on what we've seen so far at this event.
Brad Powers. I'm the elementary principal here at Seneca East, my 37th year here in the school. And I tell you what, pride, man. I feel so much pride to be part of this community. What Matt Schock and his cross-country program has put together for this, not just our community, but man, I've been up in the press box reading names all night long, and from Cleveland to Columbus, you know, Toledo, all these schools being here, what a special night.
No question about it. Some of the feedback that you're hearing from maybe not the athletes, but the community members here in Attica, what do they think about having this big event where everybody from around the state comes to show out at Seneca East?
You know, it's great, first of all, with the athletes, for the grit of these kids to perform the way they're performing. But for us, this is all about, if I could define like pride, honor, respect, patriotism with pictures and video, this is it tonight, man. I mean, you can't get any better than this. And for Seneca East to be able to host this event with the giant flag, with veterans and first responders, I just the way this community comes together to honor those who have served, what we call here at Seneca East, we call hometown heroes. You know, that's what I think we are so proud about.
Yeah, it's so neat that you guys have this event going on here, and obviously some great cross-country runners too. So from what you've seen, I mean, the competition, it's been great. Just about everybody's putting up their best time of the season. I think the atmosphere has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I think just the music playing in the background, you know, had the fireworks earlier, and I think you can feel the energy and just the pride that everybody in this, from, you know, all the spectators here, I think that just is contagious. And these kids, whether you're the first runner across the finish line or, you know, finishing up, the way this crowd cheers on every runner, and I've seen every runner, it's just like they're sprinting through. I'm not a runner, man, so I have so much admiration for what these kids are doing tonight.
All right, hey, man, thanks so much for the time, and continue to enjoy yourself out here.
Thanks for being here. Go Tigers.
All right, spoken like a true elementary principal kid. Got to get in that Go Tigers. And how about go to the top 3 finishers in the girls' Division II race, which just wrapped up. Hold on. How about Miss Anderson with the first place finish at 18:57, followed by not one but 2 Reagans. Reagan Campbell of Galleon, who checked in at a 19:19, and then Reagan Rash of Indian Lake, well behind her at 19:58. I believe all 3 said those were season bests for them. And we've got some shout-outs coming in the fan zone, I see as well. So I want to say what's up to Josh Hall, who's cheering on Bailey tonight. So is Don Kel Kaiser. Both of them say, go Bailey. Jessica Rawl going for Upper Sandusky tonight. And K-Mac Plus says Mount Gilead is in the house. So are we. The OH Report live and free for our first ever cross-country event. So we truly hope that you guys are enjoying your time with us here in fabulous Attica, Ohio. Everybody's been so nice. The staff is on top of everything. And we've got another race that's about to go down in just about 1 minute. So here we go. It's the grand finale time. We'll have the boys Division III race about to kick off. I see some Colonel Crawford coaches over here, so come and pick some brains as we're getting ready for the Eagles to compete and certainly go toe-to-toe with a lot of the best runners here in the area. What's up, Eagle Nation? How are we doing out here tonight?
We're doing good.
Having a great time. Tell me about the atmosphere. What are you enjoying about this event?
I love this event. What do you like?
I mean, it's good for the veterans and first responders. It's a good thing. It's a real good thing.
Yeah, it feels like it's way more than just cross-country out here. A total collaboration of sports and then unity in the community.
It's great. I mean, last year was the first year, I think, right? Yeah, it's been good. The kids look forward to coming.
All right, thank you guys, and of course we've got some cross-country royalty with us over here. Hold on, we'll get to you in just a minute. Just tell me about your thoughts about kind of the course and the layout and what we got going out here. This is a very unique cross-country opportunity.
Yeah,
the course is awesome. Running at night is great for the kids under the lights. It's a little bit of like football for cross country. So it's just a great experience for them. They take really good care of the course too, and it's lit up so they can see it. It's nice.
So take me into the mind of like a coach. Like you got to keep them in the game. They're used to running at like 10 a.m. Obviously during the daytime it's hot. How do you get them psyched up for running at nighttime and then having all of the different people out here? You got to do anything different?
I mean, we're parents, so I think what we just try to do is make it fun for them and, you know, make it feel like, hey, it's the same thing, just different time of day. But they're teenagers, right? So this is when they've got their energy, so it actually works out really well.
Well, then tell me about the energy of the parent. Like, what are you going to be screaming at your kid as we got fireworks going off?
They're coming right now. They'll be coming right now.
All right, so what are you going to be yelling when your athlete comes by?
Just run faster. It's never fast enough.
Spoken like a true parent, never fast enough. Hey, thank you guys for the time. And it looks like we've got somebody down here from Seneca East that got something to say. What's going on? Hey, so welcome back to our live and free coverage here as the boys Division III race is making its way inside of the football stadium. I think the cannons kind of scared away our internet feed there just for a second, but we are back, and so are all of these athletes. And so far, definitely, of the multiple races that we've seen at the high school level today, this has been the closest one. We've seen quite a few athletes pull away right at the beginning, and you can kind of tell who the top 2 and 3 guys are going to be. Not so much here. Look at this big cluster that we have fighting for the top spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys. Make it 8 right here in this first pack, and then a ton of guys right behind them as well. I think the boys Division III race is fixing to be the best one that we have had all night. And I'm looking at all these parents out here screaming. And you heard from the Colonel Crawford parents saying, just go faster. Go faster. You can never go fast enough. That's usually my advice for my kids when they're competing in anything. You always just feel like they can run a little bit faster. There's always another gear, another level to go. And speaking of levels, how about the glasses of that young gentleman who just ran by? There's been some awesome outfits here tonight. So it's not just the fans here that are showing out with the drippiness. Clearly, there are a ton of runners that are trying to get involved. A lot of pink headbands just coming through. And one more time, welcome back into Seneca East High School, where we are at the football field down here on the track, where this is where about 2 minutes in, you see all the athletes come through here, and then it takes them a little bit longer to find their way back for a big finish, which for the boys here, we're thinking times in about the 16 to 17 minute range are going to be cooking, so we're going to have them coming through in about 10 more minutes. They'll be making their way into the track. So before we got rudely interrupted by the internet a few minutes ago, I was about to tell you all the teams that are competing here tonight in the Lights Division, which is Division 3. Check all these out, 34 of them. Black River, Buckeye Central, Cardinal Stritch, Cardington Lincoln, Cary, Colonel Crawford, Crestline, Downton, East Holmes, Berlin Highland, Elgin, Elmwood, East Knox, Fredericktown, Gibsonburg, Gilead Christian, Hillsdale, Hopewell Loudon, Lakota, Loudonville, Mansfield Christian, Mapleton, Mohawk, Monroeville, Mount Gilead, New London, Newark Catholic, Northwestern, Put-in-Bay, Seneca East, Sandusky, St. Mary's Central Catholic, Tuscarawas Central Catholic, Wellington, West Liberty Salem, and Winford. And you might notice that Bishop Donahue was not mentioned on there. That, of course, is the alma mater of one Travis Beraldo Berardi. But we're seeing in the comments section that people would love to see him. He's always got all these great high school stories. He evidently competed in every single sport when he was a prep athlete. They want to see him out here on a cross-country course near you very soon. So I'm going to talk to Beraldo. We'll see if we can make that happen very soon. But for tonight, let's just leave it to the real runners. And we've had some awesome performances. Just about everybody setting PRs, at least season bests, and we're expecting nothing less from the Division III athletes, as we've got the boys going right now, 7 minutes gone by, and then the ladies will be coming up here in a minute. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back with the conclusion of the race here for the boys in Division III, and who knows who we might run into. As always, we're going to be walking up and down the chain link fence to see who's out here hanging out. That's all on the way at the Seneca East Stars, Stripes, and Lights Cross Country Extravaganza.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together, or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
In today's world of supply chain shortages and disruptions, having raw material or finished goods inventory on hand to fill customer orders is more important than ever. Based in North Central Ohio and with locations nationwide, including 5 throughout the Buckeye State, MWD Logistics can find your business the warehouse space needed to manage your distribution and logistic needs. Grow your bottom line with flexible warehousing solutions at MWD Logistics.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
What's up, America? Brian Skowronski here, and if you want to see me and the gang chop it up with some unintelligent conversation, we've got the show for you. Check out the OH Report video podcast every Monday, exclusively right here on the OH Report. It is the Stars, Stripes, and Lights awesome event going down here at Seneca East High School. We are down to our last 2 events of the night. We've got the boys in Division III competing right now. There's 13 minutes, 45 seconds gone by, so we still got about 2 more minutes before they start making their way here into the arena. So let's hit the chain link fence again and see what we find. How about a couple of galleon runners hanging out? What was the competition like today running at night? It was probably pretty awesome.
There was a lot of really fast people, so it kind of got your adrenaline pumping.
And then coming through here with all the fans, it's got to be a lot different than a typical cross-country event. How much of a difference did that make?
Well, the fact that it was night and with all the lights and stuff, you definitely notice people more, and just the energy was better. I just like the energy here.
What were some of the goals for Galleon collectively as a team this year? Do you guys have big expectations?
We have a very small team. We actually don't have a whole girls team, but we both run together, so it was really fun.
So you guys find each other when you're out there and running and kind of keep the pace together?
Yeah, and we both PR'd here tonight, so it was really good.
We PR here.
All right, well, hey, congratulations on setting some new standards. Awesome. Hey, how you doing? Awesome. I'm doing just fabulous. I imagine you're a coach out here with your fancy clipboard.
I am very fancy, yes.
And I see you got Loudonville on your shirt. So tell me about getting your athletes prepared for an event like this. It's not your standard cross-country event. What'd you have to do to get them in the zone for the night run?
They got themselves in the zone for the night run. They got the body paint, they got the glow sticks. They're very hyped up for this. Aside from that, we did just good workouts through the week, kind of just kept it the same pattern, and then I'm like, we're running late. I think they have more energy running late than they do running early, actually, so.
All right, hey, it looks like there's some runners coming on the track, so we appreciate you guys. This is it. The boys D3. It looks like one runner has pulled away from the pack. The second place guy got some separation, so does third. So I don't know that we're going to get a photo finish, but I'm very surprised to see the top three have all emerged far away from the rest of the pack. Fourth and fifth place are going back and forth, so are sixth and seventh. But who is going to win? It's going to be this gentleman right here from Northwestern, number 931. He's going to be joining me for an interview in probably about a minute or so. Okay, who's going to be coming in second? It looks like more purple. Not Northwestern, though. Could this be a Mount Gilead kid, perhaps? It is indeed. So Northwestern and Mount Gilead, 1 and 2, and another kid from Mount Gilead. The Indians showing out here. Man, what a big showing. Wow. Big race going down. How about the kick for fourth place? Mount Gilead's going to get there again. Unbelievable team performance tonight by the Indians. Gotta be impressed. More big kicks down the stretch here. New London about to finish. All this energy provided by the crowd, allowing these athletes to give it their 100% best effort, as we've got lots of kids now starting to funnel into the stadium. Magical night at Seneca East. Attica is on fire tonight. Full moon on hand as well. It's a little bit hazy, keeping the temperatures cool, which of course these athletes have all commented on universally. They are loving it. It's allowing for some fast times, some big time performances, and especially in this last race, Mount Gilead able to deliver a huge, huge performance, finishing second, third, and fourth place. We're going to catch up with all three of those athletes. We'll get them all at the same time here too. Just get their thoughts on running through the course and how they were able to become so successful here this evening. So we do have the whole pack of Mount Gilead athletes out here. Have you guys had a chance to catch your breath? I hear the KMAC country, KMAC Plus, very happy that Mount Gilead was able to show out tonight. Who took second here in the heat? You did? All right, well, we'll start with you first. If you would, go ahead, introduce yourself to the viewing audience, and what grade are you in?
My name is Will Baker, and I'm a sophomore.
All right, Mr. Baker, tell me about the course out there and what it was like for you running at night, I imagine, for the first time this season.
Yeah, it's super fun running at night. I mean, it goes out, you feel like you're running real fast, and I love the woods. It's great.
So there was a little bit of distance in between you and first place, but then you created a lot of separation in between you and the rest of the pack. Tell me about when you were able to emerge from the rest of the kids there during the race.
I guess it was just a matter of pushing, I guess, at the very end, trying to catch the first place guy, one step in it till the end.
When you enter into the stadium, the lights are very bright out here. There's big, rowdy fans on hand. What a difference is this from a normal event?
It's great. It's so much cheering, and it just makes you want to run that much faster at the very end.
All right, is anybody that you want to shout out that's kind of helped you get to this point in your career?
My coaches, for sure. My teammates, they're a great support system when they come up to push me right behind, makes me run faster. And then obviously my parents just helping me do it all the way.
All right, hey, thank you so much for the time. Congratulations on a big showing tonight.
Yep, thank you.
All right, we'll take the third place finisher now. Step right up, sir. First off, introduce yourself and what grade are you in?
Parker Bartlett. I'm a junior this year.
All right, Parker, give me some feedback about your opinion of the course and what it was like running out there at night tonight.
Yeah, the night atmosphere is super cool. It's a lot of fun. The crowd really hypes you up the whole time, too, until you hit the woods, and it's a little dry. But other than that, it's a really fun course. It's an awesome atmosphere.
What type of challenges does it present running through the woods at night? Obviously, it's a little bit more spooky out there, and you got to keep an eye on your feet. You don't want to step on anything crazy.
Yeah, sometimes it can be a little moist, and then you're passing all the trees, and it makes you feel like you're flying. But it's at the worst part of the course where you really start to feel it, so you just have to be mentally awake.
What would you say is your favorite part about this event so far from top to bottom? There's been a lot to really unpack and like about this.
Yeah, that last 300 meters on the track and just getting up to speed, that 10 seconds of commitment to putting your kick in, that's the hard part, but it's the fun part.
So obviously you guys finishing second, third, and fourth place. Did you have big expectations coming into this race?
Yeah, we wanted to control the race from the front with a good pack. We're lucky enough to have 3 guys who can really work together in a supporting group with the rest of the varsity team. So we just wanted to, we knew our feel for the race with workouts, and we knew what we wanted to do. So.
Any shout outs that you want to give?
Yeah, same as Will said, the coaches, our teammates are awesome. We push to be the best every day, and our coaches really help us drive to our goals, and parents and family, they're always looking out for you. So, yeah.
Awesome, man. Hey, thanks for the time, Parker. Get your teammate in here now. Would you please introduce yourself and what grade you're in?
I'm Reed Suplay, and I'm a senior.
All right, so senior year, and you get to compete in an awesome event like this. Well, what's been the most awesome part, would you say, about this?
I'd probably say that it's a night meet. I love night meets. It makes me feel like I'm running blind. It's so much easier.
Was this a personal record for you, time-wise, or at least season best tonight?
It was a season best. It's fairly close to my lifetime PR, but I'm so happy with it.
So the cool conditions, it seems like, are really translating to faster times for everybody out here. So given that you were able to pull away from a lot of kids that probably also set PRs, how was that? Well, what do you think you did different in terms of getting your energy levels right at the right time?
I feel like I had very good mental toughness. I really talked to myself through it, really got myself going, even though I had there was a big gap between me and my teammates up front, but I tried to push myself a lot, even though I was alone.
So take us inside your own mind. Well, what is your mind talking to yourself? What are you telling yourself when you're out on the course?
Just keep pushing. Just keep pushing and ignore all the thoughts to quit.
And for you guys, obviously, great finish here. Second, third, and fourth place. Huge expectations for you coming into the season, would you say?
Yes. We plan to win state. It's been a goal for us for a while, but I think we can finally do it.
All right, potential state champions right here. Is there anybody that want to give some love to, throw a shout out to that's helped get you to this point?
I'd really like to thank my teammates. We got a great rivalry going on. I love the competition, and I love that it's within my own team.
Awesome, man. Hey, thank you so much for the time. Shout out to Mount Gilead for the big finish here tonight. Awesome job. All right, we've got the winner standing by with us, too. What's going on, man? How was that race out there for you in the night?
The vibes are immaculate tonight. I mean, it's just under the lights. It's like the equivalent of football under the lights on Friday night. Man, just felt so good. I mean, it was cool, no wind, just felt awesome. I mean, it's kind of weird running at 10:20, but we've done some time trials in the night, and I just do so good in those time trials, like midnight mile. Yeah, felt really good in the dark.
For anybody who has not met you yet out there in our live and free audience, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, what school you're competing with, and then also what year you are in school.
Okay, so I am Nathan Strebe. I'm from East Knox down in Howard, Ohio. I mean, I'm a senior this year. Had a weird cross-country career for high school, but I'm very happy with how this season's going.
Well, I feel like we got to hear a little bit more about the weirdness. What would you say has unfolded so far during your high school career that's been a little bit out the ordinary?
So freshman year came out, I ran pretty good. Districts busted open a 16:57, was very happy about that as a freshman. Sophomore year, the week right before the first meet, I broke my femur due to a stress fracture, and I mean, that just kind of put a wrinkle in it, but I came back for 2 meets that year, and then had a great track season the next spring, and then cross-country junior year, I didn't feel very good that year. Nothing felt right, but I'm very glad to be back feeling good about cross-country.
And how about the competition in the KMAC? You guys finished 1, 2, 3, 4 here tonight.
KMAC's just on a different level. I mean, it's insane. I mean, at track state last year, there were so many KMAC people on the podiums for everything, and it's just, I'm so glad we're in such a competitive league, so we're used to big competition. So I got to give it to Mount Gilead. They are just insane, but it felt good today.
So as far as your personal expectations for the season, what goals and standards have you set for yourself that you're looking to achieve as you get deeper and deeper into the cross-country season?
So at the beginning of the year, I definitely wanted to get sub 16 by state. I didn't know how I was going to go. I was sitting at 16:34 coming into this year, and then I ran a 16:28 last meet, and then I just dropped a 28-second PR, which is just out of the blue. I don't know what to credit that to. I mean, just different. I mean, I had to do spikes for today, and it just, I didn't do anything all day. I just rested, didn't have worried about school. So, I mean, big PR. I'm very, very happy with that.
Yeah, congratulations, an awesome performance, and you got a lot of awesome fans out there in Howard. If you want to give some love or a shout out to anybody that's watching, now's your time.
I'd like to shout out Paz. She helped us train. She rode her little bike in front of us, paced us for some tempos for a couple years. I gotta give it to my coach. I mean, he's been with me since 7th grade, 8th grade, but he informed me this is his last year for track. So I mean, this is my last season with him. So I got to give it to him. Coach Jones just helps me get to where I am now. Mom and Dad, for sure. They definitely put their foot in my rear end when I needed to get myself in check, and I credit them for this work right here. So thank you, Mom and Dad.
Hey, it's always good to get that rear end, a good kick, and get you in check. Congratulations, a first place finish here tonight for the East Knox Bulldogs. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
All right, and look, the competition's still going down as we're at the 26.5-minute mark. And I love that there's still kids determined, sprinting down the backstretch. They don't care if they're finishing in whatever place, 50th and beyond. They just want to make sure that they beat the kid in front of them. So it's always so neat, I think, at the end of these races to just watch the kicks. I get my kicks out of watching theirs, and it's been awesome. I see we've got I don't know, maybe one more athlete hanging out over here. Let's see if he wants to talk. What's up, man? Okay. All right, so we do have one more runner who is going to chit-chat with us about the competition today. 5th place finisher. Go ahead, introduce yourself and let us know your school and what year you are in school.
I'm Owen Harrison. I'm a senior at Westerly Salem. We go as Big Orange.
I like the Big Orange. That's a cool nickname. You represented out here, taking 5th place. So what did you like most about the course?
The woods. The woods was really fun because you couldn't really quite see everything quite so well. So I just made it feel like going by really fast, like a lot faster than you probably thought you were actually going, and then it seemed a lot cooler going in and out of the darkness.
At what point in the race did you decide to kind of make your burst and get near the front of the pack and leave a few people in your dust?
For me, I don't really do burst too well. I go out, try to go out at a consistent pace, and I try and hold it as well as I possibly can. And then usually at the end, that's usually my biggest burst usually. I just try to keep consistent.
Have you ever competed in an event quite like this one before?
States, really the only ones. The districts and regionals, the only ones. I've done those for the past 2 years. Those are the closest ones to this kind of level and intensity.
Yeah, it's an awesome atmosphere out here. We're certainly having a lot of fun, and so is our viewing audience. Do you want to give a shout out or some love to anybody who might be watching?
My middle school coach, Coach Aaron Locke, he helped me a lot throughout middle school, and he still helps me as he's our head coach now for our track team. And he sort of takes hand in the coaching during the winter for indoor track. He helps a lot with everything. And I don't think I'll be here really without him.
It's always awesome to have those that inspire us to do better for ourselves. So congratulations on an awesome meet here tonight. Go enjoy and celebrate, man.
Thank you.
So there it is. You heard from our top 5 finishers, and I think just about everybody now is wrapping up as we're approaching 30 minutes, a half hour nonstop of running. Takes a whole lot of effort, and so does talking for that long. So we're going to take one more commercial timeout. When we come back, we are going to have our grand finale of the night. That's right, it's the ladies in Division 3. Keep it here. What's up, America? Brian Skowronski here, and if you want to see me and the gang chop it up with some unintelligent conversation, we've got the show for you. Check out the OH Report video podcast every Monday, exclusively right here on the OH Report.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
In today's world of supply chain shortages and disruptions, having raw material or finished goods inventory on hand to fill customer orders is more important than ever. Based in North Central Ohio and with locations nationwide, including 5 throughout the Buckeye State, MWD Logistics can find your business the warehouse space needed to manage your distribution and logistic needs. Grow your bottom line with flexible warehousing solutions at MWD Logistics.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
It's the grand finale of the night. We have got the girls Division III championships going down here at the Stars, Stripes, and Lights cross-country event. And you're watching it live and free exclusively on the OH Report. I'm Brian Skowronski. I am trackside here for the ladies, who are 2 minutes, 30 seconds here into the competition, so you know what that means. They're about to make it down the 100-meter stretch right in front of the grandstands, and this is part of the race. Well, at the end, of course, when they come through here the second time, but all the fans are cheering them on. You see the parents, the coaches, and everybody, and it just puts these kids in a new attitude where they're a little bit more motivated. Obviously, when you got people cheering for you and you got the lights shining bright, the big atmosphere, it's just such a cool event out here. We cannot say enough about what Matt Schock and his team have been able to put together just in their second season. Already one of the largest cross-country events in the entire United States. More than 2,100 athletes have been competing here today at Seneca East. Who would have thought that Attica could even hold that many people? They're all here, and they're running for a great cause, not only for setting new PRs for themselves, which seems to be the case for just about every runner here tonight, or at least season best, but also giving back to the community and showing support for the red, white, and blue, all the men and women that serve our great country, and then those first responders. It just seems like it's a great night of camaraderie and then some very, very fast running. Okay, speaking of fast running, we've got the official results from the boys Division III race, which of course was won by one Nathan Strebe of East Knox. Blistering time, sub 16, he said, for the first time in his career. So cool for that Bulldog, who gave us his kind of career story up to this point, up and down, and how it's gone for him, but now peaking at the right time as a senior. Wow, 15:59.62, 15 seconds better than Will Baker of Mount Gilead, who finished in second place. Parker Bartlett was right behind him. His teammate just 4 seconds later at 16:18, and guess what? Reed Suppley of Mount Gilead at 16:29. So the K-Mac on full display, taking the top 4 spots. Fredericktown also in the mix at number 12. So super cool to see all of those different K-Mac runners and how fast they were able to compete in. I mean, you heard it from Mr. Strebe. He just said, hey, K-Mac's on another level, baby. We different. We built different out here in K-Mac country. So I love to hear that. And I love to hear from Mount Gilead too, and all of their runners who said they are in line for a potential state championship. That's how they're feeling, that they've got a team and a unit good enough to win the entire enchilada. And who doesn't love a big enchilada? They are delicious. All right, 5.5 minutes is where we're at here in this race. So we've got a little bit of time here before we start getting some athletes coming back into the stadium, as we've got our final runner making his way down the backstretch. So it's going to be what I'm assuming is everybody's favorite part of the live stream so far. We're going to go hit the chain link fence and just see who's out there and who wants to talk with us. We'll start down at the very end after this young lady goes by. Hoo, go Dogs! Looks like she's from Crestline, my old stomping grounds. So as soon as the car goes by, we'll make our way over to the fence. Let's see who's out here. Start clear down at the end and make our way through. A lot of fun out here. Hey, what's up, guys? See, we got a runner out here from Cary. So tell me, what was it like at night through the forest, man? It can be a little spooky, you know, Halloween season right around the corner. How was it for you?
It's like
environment unless you're at state. competition in their track or cross country section out here for event.
I mean, it feels great because you have not only support from your
you so much for the time. How you doing, buddy? You having a great time out here just cheering everybody on?
Yeah.
And Harry's definitely in the house tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, sir. Yourself.
Just fine, having a great time here. I'd like to thank the Seneca East people in the community for this show they put on. They do a fabulous job.
What would you say is your favorite part about this? Because obviously there's a fireworks display, there's some running, there's some great food. Well, like, what's the best?
The patriotism and honoring the veterans. I really appreciate it. I was impressed. The first year I come to this, I was totally impressed. I thought they really go all out. It's amazing. I come here. I'm going to come here every year. Just to, even after my grandkids get out of school, I'll come here and watch it. It impresses me that much.
Wow, it truly is a great community activity, and we appreciate guys like you coming out here and supporting. All right, what's up? We got some Seneca East girls in the house. How cool is this having this event at your school?
That was so cool. Awesome. It's pretty
A little icy?
nice. Pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Kind of chill. I don't know if I could go down with that snack. What else are you guys seeing in the concession stands?
Coffee? Pretzels, yeah. Coffee. Yeah.
All right, so we're back. Obviously, hopefully you can hear my microphone now. And here's a new pack of ladies and fans. Hey, what's up, my MC crowd? What's going on? What are you liking about the event so far?
Oh, we just love all the kids, their perseverance and their endurance. Just love it all. It's very inspiring.
Yeah, come a little bit closer here, fans, and tell me about just the event and the experience as a whole. You know, watching some of your classmates out here running and some family members. It's got to be a good time out here as a fan.
I just like seeing some of my classmates. My brother's doing it. I'm exposing him right now, but I just like doing what sport they can't do. So it's just kind of encouraging to watch them. So, like, yeah.
Awesome. I'm sure you guys are going to be cheering really loud when he comes through. Did you have any like kind of cheer prepared? And if you do, can you kind of showcase? Can you give me a quick example?
We don't really have a set cheer. We just say, "Go Caleb!" Right? I mean, and now Joy is running, so we just say, "Go Joy," and we just encourage them. You can do it. So it's really encouraging because I can't do this. So.
Very few of us can. So maybe now's a good time to start working on a good cheer for when they start coming back around. You'll have something prepared. Hey, what's up, ladies? How's it going out here? We were just talking to some other Cary Blue Devils down here. How much fun are you guys having out here at Seneca East, having this big event?
We're having a lot of fun. It's been great, right, Katie?
Yeah.
So what would you say is like the coolest part about being out here for a night cross-country event?
I mean, well, this one in particular, everything about the theme of the night with the fireworks and the flyover and honoring our veterans is the best part.
Yeah, I agree, because it's more than just running. It's a whole community atmosphere and, you know, collaboration. So it's a great time out here. Thank you guys for the time. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, we're at the 13:40 mark, so we still got some time. Hey, where are you guys from?
We're from Wellington.
So you make the trip from Wellington out here. Are you impressed with the event and what you've seen?
Yeah, it's our first time out here for the night race. We've been here for the Tiger Classic, and it's great. The kids love it. They're having a great time, and it's cool to see them run at night.
And for you as a fan, what do you think is like kind of the top thing that you've seen out here? We've had flyovers, fireworks, fast runners. What's been the coolest part?
Yeah, my son is a plain nut, so it was the flyover by far.
Yeah, I think for me too, that was pretty special. What would you say you're enjoying most about tonight?
Just watching the kids run, have a good time. The night race kind of brings another level of excitement to it for them, so it's fun to see them enjoying it and having a great time.
All right, continue having your great time. Thank you guys for the comments. Hey, what's up? Hopewell Loudon in the house. How are you guys doing out here?
Pretty well, good.
Is there any particular runner or racer that you guys are out here cheering on tonight?
Yeah, we just finished watching the boys like before the girls started. Right now, just any Hopewell Loudon girls that we can cheer on.
So when you're out here and you're showing some team camaraderie for a cross-country meet, do you guys have any like specific cheers, or what are you yelling to try to encourage people when they come through?
Pretty much just keep up the pace and keep going.
Yeah, like she said, it was just like, keep it up, let's go. It's like stuff like that. There's not really a specific one, but, or like, and attach like their name to it, so it's specific.
So my name's Brian. Let's pretend that I'm running by now. Give me an example. Here I go.
Let's go, Brian! Let's go! That's how.
All right, pretty good. That's about as fast as I can kick it. Thank you, girls. How's it going out here from a Loudonville fan? What are you liking?
The crowd, the camaraderie. It's just the greatest atmosphere there is in sports right now is cross country and the competition, and so.
Yeah, electric atmosphere. What about Loudonville? How has the team been doing so far, and how much fun are you having cheering them on?
The team's been. So it's a small team, but they bring a big step. Our daughter, she's out there running in the front right now, and we're excited to. She's bringing other kids out to, really get into this sport.
All right, hey, thank you guys so much for the time. Appreciate it. All right, looks like it's about to be that time where we're going to have some runners making their way here inside the football stadium. We're at 14 minutes, 20 seconds. We're expecting a big finish here for the grand finale with the girls' Division III race, wrapping things up here at the Stars, Stripes, and Lights event. Easily the coolest cross-country meet that I've ever seen, and I think everybody all agrees. This is the best of the best. Where else would you want to be on a Saturday night hanging out at 11:10 p.m. If it's going to be high school sports, it may as well be something that is as much fun as what we have going on out here tonight. So we're going to, I think, take our last time out of the night, and we'll be back with the finish of the girls' race and then wrap things up out here at Seneca East. Where else would you want to be? Stay here. What's up, America? Brian Skowronski here, and if you want to see me and the gang chop it up with some unintelligent conversation, we've got the show for you. Check out the OH Report video podcast every Monday, exclusively right here on the OH Report.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together, or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
In today's world of supply chain shortages and disruptions, having raw material or finished goods inventory on hand to fill customer orders is more important than ever. Based in North Central Ohio and with locations nationwide, including 5 throughout the Buckeye State, MWD Logistics can find your business the warehouse space needed to manage your distribution and logistic needs. Grow your bottom line with flexible warehousing solutions at MWD Logistics.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
We are back at Seneca East High School for the Stars, Stripes, and Lights cross-country event. And there is one lady and one lady only who can take first place, and she is flat out waxing the field. Check this out from the Colonel Crawford Lady Eagles. Number 403 is going to come in sub 19 minutes. That's pretty darn good. And she likely is going to be at least a full 20 seconds ahead of the second place finisher. Third place and then fourth place could be a battle right there. So there is second. Here comes third and fourth. And then a lot of distance in between fourth place and then fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and ninth. But we do have 10 competitors all here in the arena. And we've got our grand champion standing by. Well, you want a quick second, catch your breath? Yeah, we're going to probably give her about 30 seconds here. Collect herself. I mean, she just ran 3.1 miles in less than 19 minutes, folks. Keep an eye on the finish line down here. So all of these girls coming in just above 20 minutes. And what is the final race of the night? Can you believe it? It is cross country. It is 11:15 p.m. It's past everybody's bedtime, but we still out here doing the thing. And there's a couple of Eagles going back and forth. Neither of them wanted to lose to the other. And here's a couple more Colonel Crawford Eagles running and running fast. And I see some moms here on the sideline jumping up and down, letting them know, faster, faster, faster. It's always the best advice. Can't get much better than that. Look at the big smile on the face there. Got the fun bunny ears going on with the lights and the hair. So much flavor to the styles here tonight. Definitely the most that I've ever seen in cross country. So I think we will go ahead and do our interview with the first place finisher here in the girls Division III race. If you would be so kind as to introduce yourself to the viewing audience, let them know what school you represent and what year you are in school.
Okay, my name's Cecilia Chase, but I go by CC. I'm a junior from Colonel Crawford High School.
Cece, you left everybody in your wake. You were in here, I think, a full 25 seconds before any other competitor. Where did you actually lose them on the course? When did you make your big move?
First off, before I say anything, I have to give a shout out to Steve Edgington. He couldn't be here because of work. But I think, I couldn't really see, obviously, because I wasn't looking back. But I stopped hearing people yelling for other people about, like, at the mile mark. I think. I might be wrong, I don't know.
Well, Cece, to have that big of a differential, is that something that you anticipated coming into this race? Did you think that you personally would be a big favorite?
I did not anticipate being first at all. I thought there was going to be a lot of competition here. I thought I'd be neck and neck with a few girls, but I guess I run good in the nighttime. I don't know.
Yeah, we're hearing that's the case for a lot of the athletes running at night, and obviously with the big crowd, it's been pushing a lot of people to PRs or at least season best. Where did that fall for you and your standard?
Obviously I PR'd tonight. I was not expecting that at all. Our last course was rough, and I wasn't sure how I was going to do in this course. I almost fell in the woods on a route. I literally, you can ask Sarah Bruner, I literally almost went down. But as far as the nighttime goes, I either feel like you get an adrenaline rush or you're just dead tired. It's honestly up in the air for me. I mean, me and my teammates, we just do some rap dancing. I think I did the worm a few times before I went to race. That really woke me up. And Gabby Roston, she came in second, I think, on my team. She does a really good job getting us warmed up, even though she's only a sophomore.
Do you have any go-to dance move that you wouldn't mind showing us and just kind of break it down?
Oh, absolutely. I can do the worm right here.
We got the worm coming up, guys, live and free on the OH Report. Oh, CC getting it done. Not only first place in the race, but first place in the best dance move that we've had all night long. So you already got to give one shout out, but when you're the first place champion here on the OH Report, we allow you to do multiple. Anybody else that you want to throw some love out to?
Jordan Studer, my coach, Pat Loxton for always bringing us cookies, Sarah Bruner and Vicki Edgington for always cheering us on in the course. My mom, she's on crutches, and she can't really cheer for me, but I guess I'll let that slide. And everyone else on the team just does a really great job keeping each other up, and the boys team. The boys team always cheers me up when I'm running.
Colonel Crawford, yeah, such a great program that you guys have, and congratulations on exceeding your own expectations tonight.
Yep, thank you.
All right, that's CC with the dub. We'll move on here to some of the other finishers. Who finished second tonight, ladies? Was that you? If you wouldn't mind, please introduce yourself and let the folks know what year you are in school.
My name is Lily Schieffer, and I'm a junior at Seneca East.
Hey, what's up, Lily? So you get to perform at your home environment here, and you put on a show, second place. It's got to feel awesome, right?
Yeah, it really does feel awesome, actually.
I talked to actually a lot of fans here tonight, and a couple of them mentioned you by name, said that you were their favorite runner and competitor that they had out here to cheer for. So that's another something to smile about. What is it like having this huge crowd and audience for the big grand finale?
It feels amazing. I get to help set up this meet all week long, so knowing that I contributed to this amazing race that we have here feels great.
Over 2,100 competitors, I believe, were all out here in Attica, where, of course, you're going to school. So what a game-changing event that you guys have been able to put on. You have to be happy with the way that things are going with this event in just year two.
Yeah, definitely am. Because at our school, I've been with those kids since preschool, some of them kindergarten for most of them. So seeing all these faces and 21,000 runners is amazing.
All right, so give me some feedback about the course. People are commenting about running in the dark, trying to go over some routes through the forest and stuff. What do you think were the biggest challenges for you tonight?
So last year, because of our woods getting redone, because the course sometimes floods, which we fixed this year, which made the Tiger Classic really nice. But coming on to here is a lot different because there's hills, unlike our other course, where it's nice and flat. You just get fields and woods, and here you have roots and trees, which makes it a true cross-country course in my mind.
Is there anybody that you want to thank or give some love to? Any big shout-outs? Right now is your time.
I'd like to give a biggest shout-out to my mom. Me and her and all of her sisters all share the same cross-country number, so it's like a tradition in our family. And it's really nice to follow in their footsteps and get similar times and hopefully have a similar future to them.
Congratulations, Ms. Schaefer. Fantastic running here tonight.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, we'll see who we got next. Third place? You are fourth? All right, the third place finisher, man, she is really getting into her cheering. No, that was awesome to watch. Who are you cheering on right now?
My teammates. The ones that I just crossed the line were Katie Rankovic, she's our senior, Allison Barr, or not Alice Barr, sorry, Turno, she's our junior, and then our freshman, Natalie. Oh, and then there's Grace, she's just finishing.
All right, go ahead, cheer, cheer, cheer.
Go Grace! Go Grace! Yeah! Nice 26!
All All right, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so we heard about everybody else on the team. Go ahead, introduce yourself and what year you are in school.
I'm Tess Schultz, and I'm a sophomore.
All right, Tesh, so big showing as just a sophomore. Did you maybe exceed your expectations, or did you feel like you were going to place in the top 3 tonight?
I thought I was going to place at least in the top 10, so I guess I exceeded my expectations quite a bit.
Coolest part about running at night to you?
Well, just this night meet because it's the only night meet I have, and then the fireworks. It's just cool to be with my team. There's a lot of bonding, and I just have a lot of fun because this is only my second year. I started as a freshman.
Yeah, and so Loudonville as a team, what are expectations and goals that you guys have set as a unit heading into this season?
Well, we kind of just want to make it past districts. We just want to have a lot of bonding, have fun, and just like keep it together. We lost one of our seniors last year, and she's the one who made it fun. I'm trying to like fill in her spot, exceed what she did, and yeah, just keep going, growing as a team, being together.
And how inspired were you on running, like, just for America tonight? I see you got the face paint going on, and, you know, it's all about the red, white, and blue in this atmosphere.
Yeah, I was so excited. My dad's a veteran. He fought in the Desert Storm, and it's just like a big honor here tonight, and it's amazing. I felt very patriotic tonight.
Well, shout out to your dad for that. Are there any other shout outs that you would like to give to anybody? Go ahead.
Yeah, my family, they came here to support me. They love me, and my coaches, they help the training. My teammates for encouraging me, just pumping me up. I just love all the support from my school.
All right, hey, thank you so much for the time, and congratulations on being a great cheerleader for the rest of your teammates.
Thank you, and congratulations to every other runner here tonight. It's a very tough sport. Nobody really wants to do it, so it's amazing we all come out here to run.
I couldn't agree more. Over 2,100 people all deciding to do this. All right, come on here from the Fredericktown Freddies. Please introduce yourself and let me know what year you are in school.
My name is Elsa Holm, and I'm a senior.
Elsa, well, congratulations. So it's your last opportunity to compete in this event. Favorite part about it to you?
I just love the team aspect and how welcome the team has made me feel. I came in as a homeschooler, so I didn't come in knowing anybody from the school, and it just made me feel like I had a second family here.
And then at this particular event, it's so unique. I see you got face paint on. Obviously, the hair is done up different. Is this just like the most fun you can possibly have in cross country?
Yes, we look forward to this meet like all season, and it's big. Like everyone's getting all sorts of fun things to do, like face paint, glitter, hairspray. It's just all a bunch of just have fun as a team and get closer, bonding as a team.
All right, so take me into the race. So fourth place finish obviously is pretty awesome in a pack this large. When were you able to make a move, and how did you maintain your position?
So I made a move at the beginning of the race because it was going to get super congested with how many people we had. So getting up in the front pack at the beginning and just pushing the hills and keeping like as fast as I could, a good pace. And then throughout the woods, I just made sure to pick it up down the hill and make sure I was like seeing the girls in the front and keeping them in my line of sight.
And then when you make your final grand entrance here into the stadium, how much motivation is there when you're seeing hundreds of people lined up on the fence?
The cheering really gets me going. It's just like, it's so motivating. So many people are just cheering for you to just run faster, and it kind of puts me into the track mode. So like just making it like a track finish, a big finish.
All right, well, here's your chance for a big finish right now. Shout out anybody that's helped get you into this point in your career, or just somebody that you love and want to say what's up to.
Shout out to my team for supporting me and going through this entire season with me and past seasons, and my coaches for helping me through, and my mom who comes and helps coach the team as well.
All right, awesome. Really appreciate the time. Congratulations. Go enjoy the rest of the night, whatever's left of it, like 20 more minutes.
Thank you.
My pleasure. All right, it looks like the crowd not really dying down quite yet. We've still got a lot of energy, good atmosphere in here as we're at 31 minutes and 12 seconds here into the race. Oh, you got more things to say? Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'd like to give another shout out to Coach Schock. He did an amazing job putting this together, and I just want to thank him again, as well as the helpers that have been out here all week, and also my assistant coach, Mrs. Van Nest. Thank you very much, everybody.
Yeah, can't say enough about Matt Schock and what he's been able to put on out here. So if you see Matt, tell him we'd like to wrap up our program by talking to him. So send him over our way if you get a chance.
I will. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Our pleasure. So still a couple of runners yet to finish here as we're closing in on 32 minutes of what has been, no question about it, the most fun I've ever had at a cross-country meet. So, so many different athletes competing here tonight from all across the state of Ohio. I mean, we've got north, south, east, west represented out here. And I see that we've got some fans that maybe we can tap into once this runner goes by. Get their quick thoughts. Hey, what's up, guys? So the night's starting to wrap up here, but it's been a whole lot of fun. What's been the best part about it?
The food.
The memories.
Watching Seneca East.
Making everyone motivated.
Cheering everybody on, motivating them. Seneca East.
For what it's for, with the veterans and everything. This whole entire thing, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's a good rep for Seneca East.
Yeah, all the way around, first class out here in Attica. We're so happy to be a part of this here at Seneca East. So thank you guys for all the info. We're having a great time.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a great day.
Hey, we're happy to be here.
Are we going to be on TV?
You guys are on right now. It's already too late. Now your parents know that you're up too late out here having a good time. All right, I better get out of the way. I'm going to get ran over. So as the night is winding down here at the red, white, I already forgot. I forgot the name. Star Stripes and Lights. I almost called it the red, white, and boom because we've seen so much out here. So many fireworks, so many great displays of community camaraderie, great American spirit. We've just had it all packed into one awesome event. And how about these kids being allowed to stay up? I know it's not a school night, but 11:30 out here, still partying, having a good time as fans, cheering on these athletes. Can't get much better than what we have seen at a high school sporting event than the show that Matt Schock and his squad have been able to put on. So if we can get Matt, we'll definitely wrap up the program with him. He's such a busy guy. I've been seeing him run around here and there and just so many different duties, of course, that he's tending to. And we've got more puke on the track the third time tonight right at the finish line that someone could not keep down their lunch. But, hey, it's that kind of sport. When you give it your all nonstop for 3 miles, I'm so glad now that I can relate a little bit. I'm not as fast as these top-tier guys, but I'm in like the 23, 24 minute is my peak of my athletic prowess when it comes to running the 5Ks. And I tell you what, as soon as I am done with that, I have to lay down. I always get on my back and I put my feet up and I just hang out for about 5 minutes and I listen to some classical music or something to calm me down because it is a ton of work, but so gratifying and satisfying when you're done. So that's why I'm so impressed that these athletes, right after they're crossing the finish line, most of them, they're able to come over these first, second, third, and fourth place finishers and have a conversation. It would take me a long time before I would be ready for that. "35 minutes, 25 seconds so far gone by here in the final race of the night. The girls, Division III. Great finish for the top three. And we want everybody to be seen finishing. Wow. How about this sprint here at the end? This is amazing. Man, you can definitely tell that this young lady right here, she's been saving up. She had one last tank of fuel to burn, and there it goes down the stretch as she crosses the finish line just after 36 minutes. Still a few more runners out here on the track. Not seeing the four-wheeler just yet. And I see a lot of the staff all hanging out at the finish line, cheering on these kids, the last few to finish. In just the second year of this event, I can only imagine how much bigger, better, brighter it's going to be as time continues to go along. A lot of people from the state of Ohio participating in it. I can see this definitely becoming some type of a regional or even a national event after more stories and videos come out about how dope this event is, and we've seen our own Justin Wilson, who is a new OH Report part-time employee out here making a cool video for the event. So there's going to be a lot of documentation coming out about this. It's going to be impossible at this point after they see all the love and coverage that we've had here on OH Report, plus the video that Justin's putting out. Obviously, I've seen lots of parents out here on their Facebook Lives and so forth. So this is an event that I think is going to just continue to grow and take off as the years roll along. And it's already pretty huge and fantastically awesome. So I'm told that we do have the event founder and coordinator, Matt Schock, is somewhere in the vicinity. So as soon as we can get him down here, we're going to get one last final word from the man, the myth out here, who so many people have thanked, and rightfully so. And once we hear from him, we'll wrap things up, as the last runners should be finishing up here pretty soon. 38 minutes gone by. And now people are starting to clear out. That's not keeping these runners from finishing with big time pushes. Mount Gilead running hard down the stretch. Got the Miley Cyrus bumping out here, partying in the USA. It's felt like that all day long. This event, folks, if you've just been tuning in here for the last several minutes or maybe even the last couple of hours, it's been going on since 4 o'clock. Junior high kids ran. Then the high school kids didn't kick off until the sunset at 7:45. We've had a fireworks display, and it has been non-stop fireworks, just with the non-stop action that we've enjoyed. Such a fun, unique event. And it is coming to a close right here now with the event founder and coordinator, Matt Schock, joining me for basically what I'm going to say is the final word on the event, Matt. It seems like it went off without a hitch. So many of the athletes, I've been so impressed by their ability to understand how cool this thing is. They've thanked you personally. They've thanked a lot of the veterans and the first responders. So overall, I got to give it an A++ through your eyes. How has it gone, and what's your feelings on year 2?
Yeah, it went, as smooth as it possibly could so far. Still got to get everybody home safe. But the thanks to me personally, really, I don't do a whole lot. It comes down to the hundreds of people that helped us tonight and put this together. You can organize something, but it takes the people to make it happen. And we're blessed in the Seneca East community that we have the people, the alumni, and the organizations, the veterans that want to contribute and be a part of something greater than just themselves, and that's what makes this special.
Well, with year 2 almost in the books, I'm already looking forward to year 3. I'm sure it's just going to keep continuing to grow, get bigger and better, and hopefully we can be a part in the future as this thing continues to progress.
Absolutely, it's fun. Your first ever cross-country meet for the OH Report. Signing off.
Right here. All right, you heard it right there. That's the mic drop from the man himself, Matt Schock. So we are out of here from Attica, Ohio. What a night it's been, and we couldn't have done it without the support of you, the fans. So to all of our generous sponsors and all of our crew here at the OH Report, signing out for now.